Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you. I was shuffling, this card came out, so I was going to keep it. It's going to be our first card. But yes, that's what we're asking today. We're going to start off with a few different things, but the very first question I was going to ask is how do they feel about you? And with the Knight of Swords here, what that tells me here, Aries, is that this person's definitely in the energy of it's like you know when you pick a flower, they love me not, but it's like, this is like, I love them not, I love them not. I feel like this is someone whose feelings for you kind of change with the wind, all right? This is the kind of person, it depends on what mood they're in, how their day is going, and what parts of themselves that they're in. You know, all of us have this massive ocean, right, of a subconscious, and our little itty bitty consciousness, you know, glides around that subconscious all the time, right? So there are parts of this person that knows exactly how they feel in terms of like good feelings, and then there's parts of them that feel bad feelings towards you. So it's like depending on whatever mood or energy that they're in, wherever their consciousness it has awareness to, determines how they feel about you. You have someone here who's kind of going back and forth. Some days they love you, some days they probably can't stand you. I'm seeing that coming through heavily. So see with that red coming through, it's like a rage, and you know the Knight of Swords is also someone who is angry, right? Who has that rage inside of them. Let's see, let's keep going. Okay, we have Temperance, there it is, right? And there it is. The Temperance is the highest possible vibration of the Two of Cups energy. But with the Temperance on the board here, I feel like this is someone who sees the situation between you as very balanced. I do feel they could be waiting to make a move towards you or walk back towards you, especially if there's separation, and that can be for everyone. But there's just that feeling here of it's like this is someone who wants to feel what they feel about you in a more consistent way before they make a move in your direction. Does that make sense? Like this is someone whose feelings for you go back and forth a little bit on the too much side, right? And they want to come in and be sure about it, right? They don't want to come in and be all indecisive. This is someone who's definitely waiting for things to balance out, for this energy to settle before they do anything about the situation or even make a move in your direction. I feel like this is someone where it's like, I don't want to come in that indecisive energy. And what's happening though is that it's all indecision right now. It's interesting because parts of them that are healed understand that they have deep feelings, but the parts of them that are not healed are the parts that make this person indecisive. Does it make sense? Like that's the part, right? Can I get some more spirit? How does this person feel? Five of Swords. Yeah, there's some resentment here as well. Again, this has to do with the parts of them that are not healed. They have resentment towards you. They're not too happy about the situation. They're not too happy about how things played out between you and them, and they're not too happy with you in general, right? Yet at the same time, deep love here, right? Five of Cups and it's reverse. I do feel it's like there's days when they feel good, and they're not wallowing in that shame, that remorse, that regret, and they feel really good feelings here. There it is. I told you, it's like, it feels like it's back and forth. It's like kind of like that verdict hasn't been, you know, like when a judge, you know, it's like hits the hammer, right? It's like that. It's like that hasn't happened yet, and it's like this person is kind of waiting for that, waiting for. It's like they can't quite figure out how do they feel about you? Because if they really did love you, then why are they feeling all these negative emotions, right? All these negative feelings. And that is why, you know, all of us need to make the distinction between, Sonia, I was thinking about this right before I started your reading, the distinction between our emotions and our heart. They're not the same. Our emotions comes from the subconscious, right? Our heart is something that is like literally in your body, like literally you feel it pooling, right? It's like for me, it feels like a ball, right? I don't know, it's actually very lovely, but it's like there's a distinction between the two, and this is someone where it's like they have not quite figured this out, right? And it's their heart leads them to you. Page of Swords, but it's like I'm not ready, and it's like this is someone who's still learning about how they feel about you. It's like some days I love them, some days I don't love them at all, right? In fact, I'm glad I'm glad things between me and them are not good. I'm glad that we're not talking right now, right? And I feel like, is there separation here? The moon. That's not clear. I'm gonna leave it there, right? But this is someone where their feelings for you go back and forth. It's just they may come across as hot and cold to some of you, or they may come across as, I don't know, aloof or indecisive. It's nothing to do with, their feelings for you are pretty solid on the parts of them that are healed. On the parts that are unhealed, it's like a box of chocolates, right? You know, it's such a mixed bag right now, and that's kind of what we have as feelings, a mixed bag. It's interesting because I already know that this is someone who's waiting for things to settle before they make a move in your direction, right? And this is somewhere like, are we a 2 cups or are we not? They don't fucking know. They don't know, and that's what they're thinking about because they want that clarity. I told you this is where they want to be when they make a move towards you, and this is and where are they right now? The Knight of Swords. So that's what you're dealing with here. All right, so let's see. Spirit, can you tell me what are Aries? What's Aries' person's next move towards Aries? What is Aries' person's next move towards Aries? Aries' person's next move towards Aries. We have the 6 of Wands. Ooh, interesting. Look at the Justice came out upright. That's not a coincidence, right? Let's see. What is Aries' person? Okay, with the 4 of Wands. So they definitely want to charge in, but they're not quite ready to do it just yet. I do feel this person wants to be way more sure about all of this before they come in and make that choice, right? And this is again, look at that Ace of Swords reverse. They're not here. They're just not. This is someone where they have some work to do. What are their issues specifically? They're jaded. Oh, it's stuff that they've gone through in this life, possibly in the last as well, or previous life, right? All of that is, you know, if it's from a previous life, it's all karma, right? Everything that we haven't healed turns into karma. That's what people's karma is, right? And this is someone, but I don't think it's from a past life. In fact, I feel like it's almost certainly from this life where they've had bad relationships that they never healed from. And as a result, it warps how they see the world, right? It warps how they see love. If you haven't healed from a past experience, you're going to look at love and see it as dangerous. You're going to look at love and see it as, maybe even not worth it. Let's be real. We see people, you hear people saying that all the time, right? But in the truth, we all know the truth that love is worth it, right? That it's what the love really means, right? How important the love is, right? We all know that. Yet when we're hurt, right? We tend to look at love in a different warpy lens, and that's because we haven't healed. This is someone where I feel like it's this life, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like it is this life, and they haven't healed these things from this life. And it's experiences that they went through with people that were more like lessons, right? You know, everyone, you know, people seem to think that you're supposed to just meet the one. I wonder when that's gonna like stop. People are gonna stop thinking that nonsense, but it's like all of us have to learn these experiences or learn these lessons, right? To grow, to gain consciousness, right? All of us have to suffer quite a bit, right? Before we can start to make choices that are in alignment with our happiness, right? You know, to gain that consciousness, right? But most of us tend to think that, especially when you're younger, that you're just going to meet the one and it'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then you learn, I guess, the truth of it. And then you can never quite get over that, right? Over the fact that love is a battlefield, right? It really is. It is, but it's like more like an internal battlefield. You know what I mean? And this is someone where they're just not sure. They're really not sure about what they want here. And until they're not coming in. I do feel, can I get a clarifier on the King of Wands? Because it's like the only, okay, yeah. So they want to be sure before they take a stand and fight for this connection. Again, that battlefield coming through real strong, right? With that 10 of Wands and that Lovers, there is a lot of recognition that they're going to have to, that they have to be all in, right? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Well, who invited you? Who invited you, sir? There's just a lot of recognition that they're going to have to be all in when they make a move. Baby, don't touch that. Oh, I just realized the camera is crooked. I moved the table, Aries. I have to fix that. Anyway, with that 10 of Wands and Lovers, like, this is a choice that's going to last a long time, and they're just not ready to make that choice yet because they're not as sure as they know that they should be. And it's because of the stuff that they haven't healed that they're still jaded about. Hey, sir, don't touch that. Don't, baby. Okay, don't, baby. There's like a cord that's connecting to my webcam and he's trying to eat it. Don't touch that, baby. Okay. So let's grab this one. Wait, which one do you want to grab? Okay, he's saying this. All right, so Spirit, can you tell me what's blocking this connection between Aries and this person? What's blocking this connection between Aries and this person? I think it's the fact that they haven't healed. They're not healthy, right? They're not in a good place. There's indecision here. Xenio coming out. We have nostalgic. Yeah, it's something from their past that they haven't quite figured out and healed that's holding this person back a lot. We have unique here. We have kindness. Joyful. Okay. So another thing as well is that you're different than everyone they've ever had in their life. And it makes this person question whether or not you are kind of what they've been looking for. I do feel this person had a weird idea about what they wanted. Most young people, when you're young, you like, I want this, I want that, and you realize, shit, none of that matters. This is what I need. This is someone where it's like, they're still holding on to what they think they need, which is just what they want. That means nothing, right? And they're having a hard time transitioning to embracing just what they need, right? I feel like you are what this person needs, and you are unique in that way. But there are things about you that you don't have that they thought they wanted, and they're having a really difficult time letting go and releasing those outdated beliefs about themselves and what they wanted. I hope that makes sense. With that joyful here and that and that kindness, I feel here as well, this person, they're not, I know that this sounds like it's craziness, and I feel like a lot of people tend to see other people do this, but not themselves. But a lot of people don't want to be happy. In fact, and I don't mean like literally consciously, but they don't want to be happy and do what needs to be done to get to their happiness, right? And I feel like this is what's blocking your connection, because this person doesn't want to let go of their pain or heal their pain to be happy. And that's why this is a big block here, right? This is someone who has to deal with something from their past that they don't want to deal with in order for them to embrace happiness. And consciously, we all want to be happy, sure, but it's all too often we're doing stuff that doesn't make us happy, right? And we won't stop doing it. And that is what this person, and this is a big block here, because there's a lot of understanding about, oh, I have to face this, I have to do this, I have to clear up this, right? But I don't want to do that. But I want to be happy. Okay, good luck, right? Good luck. You're not going to be happy, obviously, right? You know, this is the way, right? This is the way, and it's about making these choices that are in alignment with our happiness and healing ourselves, right? And this is someone who doesn't want to do that. This could be your issue as well, Aries, right? We have manifest and radiate. I do feel this is a block here as well, that they're just not ready to manifest, right? And they're not ready for the abundance of this connection just yet. It's like, you know, some people want to wallow in their pain or run from it. It's one of those energies. I actually think it's both, if you ask me, okay? So let's get some of this Cupid says. Spirit, can you tell me anything else about the situation for Aries and this person? Anything else? Okay. Absolutely not in its reverse. I do feel this person, they feel like they're going to choose to make a move towards you, right? But it's just not yet. Right, we have I miss you. Yeah. I do feel this person does, especially for those that resonate with the fact that there's separation here. Don't give up on us, and it's reverse. I do feel this person feels like they are worth giving up on because they're so messed up, right? People do that all the time, but nor should you waste away your life on someone, right? You know, all of us need to follow our heart, right? Follow what's making us happy, and it will lead to our happiness, right? So it's just a message for you. I think that's, from being honest, it feels like it's a message for you coming from Spirit. You know, it's don't waste away your life on someone who's not making you happy, right? Just be more, I don't know. I want to say objective, right? No more secrets. I do feel this person does want to tell you how they feel, but only after they figure it out themselves, right? And then we have, this is, the end is near. They're closer to figuring this out, because it's the first card, by the way, isn't it? To figuring out how they feel, then not figuring it out. But it's not 100% there. And this is somewhere where they're not as settled. Especially with that 10%, it's about alchemy, right? The time is now. Yeah, it's like the end is there, time is out. It's like, it's close. You're at that teetering point where I feel like this person may be thinking about making a move towards you. The Empress in its reverse. I want it with the Empress reverse. It's like that creative block. I feel like this person's just a little bit blocked there. They could be. I feel like they could be scared to face you just in general, which so they're trying to block that or block the ideas. You know, some people don't want to problem solve, right? Because they know that they'll like it's easy to hang on to a narrative like I don't know what to do or I don't know how to fix this. It's funny. This came through again for my private readings, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this, and it's just like okay. Your solutions are easier to solve than you realize, but you don't want to solve them, right? Because you don't want to face it. You don't want to step up in that way. And I feel like this person's having that fear, right? For stepping up. But they will, I feel. I think they will step up, right? So let's get some more. This is my very own deck, everyone. We have, yes, exactly. I told you, they will step up eventually. I am seeing that coming through. I do feel this person wants the green light from you. I'll leave it there. All right, I don't want to lose what I have. This is so one of the most. This card comes out the most, right? And all of us, it's different for every situation. But this person's holding on to pain that they don't want to let go of, but that is necessary to be happy. People all the time. It's like this is like the number one thing. I don't want to let go of it. Okay. But then your hands are tied, right? Rewriting history. Again, it's something from this person's history. And I told you, it's been the message. It's something from what they went through. We should slow down. I do feel this person's definitely going to look to want to go slow with you. They're definitely not going to want to. It's like treading lightly. I guess is how I'd put that. Have we met before? They definitely want to return, but they have to go back to something from their past and heal it. It's something that lurks in their shadow. They are scared to face you, though. I am seeing that, by the way. They are scared to face you. But they have to go back towards something that is lurking in their shadow. So let's get your guidance now. Can I get the guidance? He's saying this back. Can I get the guidance, please, for Aries? The guidance for Aries. What is your guidance for Aries, Spirit? We have joyful muse inspiration. This is about taking inspired action, but making choices that are in alignment with joy, right? That are in alignment with your happiness. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. The message, I see. The message here is that you're going to start getting a lot of opportunities, a lot of change coming as well. And if you're not following your inspiration, if you're not following your heart, you're going to have a really hard time knowing what's for you and what's not for you. And it's not about focusing on your emotions. Don't bother, especially if you're not healed, you're going to struggle. It's about focusing on your heart, your internal guidance, and your inspiration to determine what is for you. So see with these threes, it's inspiration, right? Abundance, I feel, offers are coming towards you with all those threes. Yep. Told you, following your heart. You have to learn to follow it, not your emotions. Emotions are not facts. You need to follow your heart. And if you're having trouble following your heart, you ask everything. Please step aside and then say, I am one with my heart. And you can feel what your heart is saying. And it just, if you have trouble, then still meditate on it, and it will come to you. It always does, right? Again, be careful with your ego, right? You know, your ego is, our ego warps how we see the world. It also, it also usurps us, right? And the message here is that, you know, to stop chasing after things that you think you want and start to really feel what it is. And feel like with your heart, right? Really feel with your heart and your guidance and your intuition what it is that you want. And that's where it's at right now, Aries. And I feel like this is a big problem for you because I feel like you're having trouble with that as a whole, right? You know, understand if you're chasing after shiny objects when you don't care about that, right? And we have the wall, the obstacle. The message here is that you feel like there are problems in your life that you see as problems, but there are solutions to them, easy solutions, and that you need to start to overcome. You can overcome them like that, but you have to want to actually do it, right? All of us we use these excuses of why we can't do something, why we shouldn't do something, right? Because we don't really want to find the solution. The message here is if you really want to find solutions to your problems, you can, but you have to be willing to follow your internal guidance system and definitely start to work on taking your ego out of the equation as well. And what I mean by that is like ask your ego everything, right? Your ego is part of everything, to step aside so that you can actually see situations and feel with your heart situations, the truth of it, right? So I hope that was helpful, Aries. I want to thank you all for being here and take care. Bye, Aries. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to Honest of Tarot. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you? So I hope you're doing well. I want to thank you all for being here. I do appreciate you. So let's see, Spirit, can you tell me? I want to start off though with what are Taurus's person's current feelings for Taurus? What are Taurus's person's current feelings for Taurus? I do feel this person, there seems to be like a right brain versus left brain issue. Yeah, because it's like I don't know, it's like I'm seeing, it depends on what lobe of the brain that they're in. I don't know what the difference is between the two brains, the two sides of the brain, but that's what I got, okay? It's just what I got. I'm sure someone knows what that means, and that's a reference to someone specifically, but that's what I have, like, you know, it's just, it's like night and, I don't want to say night and day, but it's like there's definitely two opinions that seem to be running the show here a lot, right? We have the Five of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. We have the Sun. Interesting. I do feel this person feels like they met you too late. And I want to say, hold on, can I get a clarifier on that specifically? It's like, this is someone in the past, they would have met you, saw you, and just knew, right? But because they met you so late, or because they met you later in life, it's like they don't trust themselves enough to know if you are a good fit for them. In the past, they were led by their inspiration. They let that happen. Yeah, let that happen. They went with it, basically. This is typical, by the way. I don't know if most of you understand that, right? But a lot of people do have deep feelings, or these it's this inspiration or internal guidance. They follow it, and then it leads them to lessons, right? And always, by the way, it's always at the start. And then they stop trusting themselves. It's like, I should have just followed my logic. Bullshit. You couldn't see it anyway, right? Logic can't see it any more than your inspiration, but your inspiration knows what's what, right? And this is someone where it's like they feel like they met you too late, and they're looking at this logically, like, I don't know if I can trust that. I don't know if I can, if I really can believe the situation. And it's like, now I don't know what to do, right? I do feel this person definitely sees you as happiness, or they see the time that they spent with you as happiness, but it's this feeling here where, again, look at that, the ripples, right? It's something that it's stuff that they went through, or they're going through, that they haven't gotten over, that's affecting this person, their Four of Pentacles. So it's why they're in self-preservation. So this is the kind of person where they opened up their heart deeply and profoundly to people. It was amazing, right? But they got hurt. And now they look at the fact that they got hurt as a reason why they should stop doing that. Does this make sense? I hope that makes sense. It just is what it is. I gotta say it like I'm channeling it. But then again, it's like, well, if I want to open my heart, I want that, I love that, and yeah, and I know that they'll make me happy. But well, I can't open up because I got hurt, right? It's like it's such it's bullshit excuse, essentially, right? In reality, we can open up our heart, but we have to be willing to heal what we need to heal, release what we need to release to do so. And they haven't done that. So yeah, I just did Aries' reading, and it had a little bit of a similar message, but not the same, obviously, but it had a similar message where this person is definitely using an excuse as to why they can't open up. It's a sad excuse, because it's bullshit in the end. Like, most people, I guess most people don't know that they can heal, right? You don't have to live like that. It's funny, I did a bunch of private readings, and that kept coming down, like, you don't have to live like that. You can release it. You truly can. You just have to be willing to face it. You have to be willing to do the work. Your life has a monumental change if you heal yourself, right? It doesn't change at all if you don't. And this is kind of where it's at a little bit. This person understands that you will change their life, but like, do I even want to be happy? Or do I even want to risk it? It's like, I don't even let my guard down, right? Because, well, what if I let my guard down and I get hurt again? Then you get hurt again. I don't have to tell you, right? It's honestly, like some people are just so crazy. And I don't think that this person is like sworn off love, but they've realized love's dangerous. Love's dangerous for that little baby heart of theirs, right? There it is. Told you it's logic. It's like, right brain versus left brain, whatever those two mean. I don't actually know what I don't know physiology for humans. But that's what you got here. They have been going through personal transition here as well, but they have not gotten over a shit ton of stuff that they need to get over. So it's playing a role in how they see you and how they feel about you. It's mixed. It's like a jam. I would describe this as like a, you know, when you have like a stroke in the brain, right? It's because there's a clog there. That's what this is like. And again, it's funny, brain, mind, right? Ah, you don't even notice that one, but it's that too, right? But it's like there's like a block there that keeps this person from really recognizing how they feel about you because they don't want to. They don't want to realize that. They don't want to. They don't want to open up. So they tell themselves, I can't open up anyway because I got hurt. But they just purely don't want to open up. They don't want to let their guard down. They don't want to give this a shot. It's just because how is it going to finish? Only walking down that path, only time will tell, right? So let's see, what is this person's next move towards Taurus? This is a very interesting energy to come through. What is this person's next move towards Taurus, right? Ooh, let's see. We have the first one, the Queen of Wands. Oh, huh. Okay. Queen of Wands is not like a mover, okay? I'll be honest with you, it's not a mover, all right? Let's see. What is this person's next move? The Nine of Swords. All right. So, okay. So you got an issue here with this person. I don't see them coming towards you. The Chariot, I don't see them making a move towards you. In fact, I feel they might be doing what you're trying to do. And what I mean by that is trying to pull you in. They want you to make a move towards them to make them feel safe enough to give this a chance. You may be in the same boat and you may have your own reasons why, right? You can't make the first move. Everyone always has those reasons, do they not? I can't do it. I did that already or something. It's just like, okay, okay. Alrighty, so you can go ahead and let your identity, your ego, right? Identity grab a bunch of stuff, but is it helping you, right? And I feel like this is someone where they're telling themselves, if you made a move towards them, you gave them a bunch of love, they would feel so safe that they can actually open up to you. Will they be able to do that? No, hell no. The Emperor reverse. They're too distorted. Right? And it's funny, this isn't a control energy that they're in, right? It's if you came in, you reached out, you did this, you did that, you went the extra mile, it would make them feel safe. People think that too, right? If they told me how they feel, I feel safe enough to open up to them again. Or if they said sorry, this doesn't work that way, right? The energy inside of you is low vibrational information, and until you release it, it's always going to be inside of you, right? And it's always there. So it's your responsibility to heal that, right? People think that if someone said sorry, or if someone did like, you know, held out a radio outside your window, then it will just make everything all better. It won't. It's a temporary band-aid, and the wound will expose itself like it always has. And this is something they tell themselves, if you made a move, if you did this, you did that, then they would believe it. But it's bullshit. It's not true. It's low vibrational information that they themselves have to release. And until they release it, they cannot. They will never be able to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. And some of you, you're mirroring, okay? Queen up, there it is. They're definitely in feminine energy. They want to be there too, right? It's just easier. It's just easier to be home, easier to hope that you made a move, and it's just... It's like abdicating responsibility, right? And there's an excuse here that they're using. This is like obviously a usurpation from the ego, right? The excuse is that I was hurt before. I'm not gonna say by you. I actually don't think it was by you, if I'm being honest with you. I'm being real. It doesn't feel like it is from you. I don't think you hurt this person, though you may have too. But it's like, I don't think that was the problem. The original problem has to do with something that they've already went through that makes them feel, well, I can't follow my inspiration. I can't follow my heart. And this happened before. Okay, all right. Okay, what? So you just live your life the rest of your life like that? Okay, I can do nothing about that, right? But that's just it. So many people, you know, cling on to these identity grabs or these logic, right? How do they feel? The Hermit revert. They isolate how they truly feel in a box, and they put it on the shelf. they put it on the shelf, right? Like maybe Mormon, I don't know, right? But it's like they put it on the shelf and they just they leave it there. So Spirit, can you tell me any last messages on their next move towards Taurus? Any last messages for their next move towards Taurus? Let's see. Fortune's wheel, luck and right time. See, told you they're looking to win the lottery, right? They're looking for you to make the first move towards them, and they just they're sitting on their ass, right? For repairing the veil of forgiveness. They do want to fix things between you and them, and they do. It's not a joke. It's the truth. But they want to fix things on with a situation that makes them feel most comfortable, and that is by you creating the first contact. And you may have already, but it's not enough. They want more. And they think that if they had this, that, and the other, then they would feel safe enough for this to work out. Some of you, I swear, you're going to say like you're mirroring, and that's not a coincidence, because this message needs to be your message to understand that that's nonsense in the end. You have to release that low vibrational information. You have to forgive. You have to be willing to heal yourself. And that is what's going to make a world of difference in your life, right? Unmarked trail revelation. I do feel this person does want to. It's funny because they don't know. This is not a path that they've ever walked before. And that is what makes this person so scared. Does it make sense? It's like, I don't know where it's going to end. I don't know where it's going to lead. I told you, I felt that. I knew that was the message. And then we also have, oh, this is reverse. Deep, quiet, meditation, and stillness. Funny, mind. The mind is coming through again. Look at that hand right there. This is someone where it's... You know, it's kind of reminding of the Ace of Swords in its reverse, with the hand being in reverse, right? It's like the Ace of Swords down. There's no clarity here. I do feel this person's mind is, I don't know, it's like they're getting a lot of blood to it, I guess I would say, right? It's like their mind isn't quiet. Their mind isn't quiet. And then we have first breath, beginner's mind. It's funny, beginner's mind. This person does want to have a new beginning here, but that beginner's mind, they think if you said this, you did that, you went about it this way, that then they can have that beginner's mind. Beginner's mind can only be achieved if you heal yourself. The energy is always there. And a lot of people don't realize it because our consciousness doesn't have it, right, in that moment. But in reality, our subconscious does, and it always comes to the surface, right? These things always trigger us. It's like you having trust issues, right? And someone tells you that they love you, so it made it better that day, right? But the trust issues will always come back. Always. This is how it happens. It always comes back because guess what? You didn't heal it, right? So that's what we have here. All right, let's keep going. Sprig, can you tell me let's use the Cupid Says deck. Anything else for Taurus? I almost said Aries. Anything else for Taurus? All right, we have, why would you think or say that? Interesting. I do feel this person, they try to psychoanalyze you, because of that fear that they have. It's like they can't let their guard down, right? We have this, ask and you shall receive. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to ask for you to come in, and they're hoping that they will receive that blessing. And they might, I suppose. It's not impossible. But if you really want to be with someone, then your choices have to be in alignment with that. And it's not that you can control their free will, obviously not, right? But you can increase your chances of that happening by you having choices that are in alignment with that, right? And this is someone where their choices are not in alignment with, I feel, coming back together. Don't go back and it's reverse. They're hoping that you do come back. It's like they truly feel that you're going to be the one. At least their hope anyway. They're praying, obsessing, right? The Nine of Swords, I just realized it was there as well. No more secrets in reverse. This is someone where they feel like if all the secrets were out, they would feel better, but it's a lie. I also feel as well there's still secrets here between you and them. This is what they're looking for as well. Like, this is someone where they're not seeing your side of it. I bet that that's not a one way. You're probably both in this boat, right? Where you cannot fathom where your other person's coming from. So you're clinging on with your ego, right? This, that, and the other. It's saying just like surrender your ego, right? Ask your ego to step aside so you can start to see the situation for what it really is. I feel so guilty in its reverse. They feel justified with what, again, it just feels when the message has in it, right? They feel absolutely justified in what they're doing, because I was hurt before. Somebody's this person, I didn't say that earlier, but they could be married, I don't know, or been married or something. maybe have had a long-term connection, but they feel justified in what they're doing is basically, they really do feel justified. Let's get some more. This is my very own deck. I wish I made better choices. It has to do with something from their past that makes this person doubt you, right? It's like, if they met you before, they made those bad choices, then they would just do it, right? Everyone has an opinion, the Hierophant. I do feel they're having a hard time drowning out the Greek chorus. And I don't think it's just externally. I think internally it's a mess. Their mind is a mess. And it's like, if they could quiet their mind, they can be led more by their heart, right? We have You Make Me So Happy. They are looking, they want to make you happy, by the way. They do want to. They want to be happy as well. But they feel like it should be you to come up back around towards them. And it's something that keeps coming through. I feel like both of these could be in this energy right now. And we have No, and look at that heart. It's like I don't care what my heart's saying, right? I'm blocking that off because I'm trying to protect myself. Game over. There is a feeling here where it's like, I'm okay with it being over, but I think that this is an identity grab from the ego, right? Our ego tells us, well, I'll be fine, I'll do this, or I'll move on just fine. I mean, you probably will if you heal properly, but in reality, all of us have to be more honest about who we are and what we need to move forward, right? And that's a question for you, Taurus. Who are you, and what do you really need to move forward? Don't shut your friends out, right? So tell them to shut the fuck up, basically, right? And think about this really, right? Who are you, and what do you need to move forward? And start to create that. And if you have to make the first move, then you make the first move, right? You know, think of it like this. You can wait years, or you can wait or not even wait. Heal this in like a month. You decide, right? By making the first move and you know, honestly, even having that conversation or something, right? So you do you. Again, yeah, for the 5th house, right? The self-expression. That's funny. Interesting. It's an interesting energy to come through. So let's get this. Can you tell me, can I get the guidance, please, for Taurus? The guidance for Taurus. What is your guidance for Taurus? Look at this. Surrender your ego. Hard one for you, by the way. I feel that on your end, too. They have it. They have the same problem, obviously, but I'm feeling both of you have it. We have surrender to miracles. I love it. We have surrender to your soul's path for your guidance here. Okay. Your fear of intimacy. This could be why a lot of you are holding on to someone who is unavailable. Are you actually, it's funny, we attract and are attracted to what we are, right? So this person is avoidant emotionally, right? And I know that you may see them, you may see how avoidant they are and how closed off they are. But what I feel you're underestimating is how much you are as well. And it's about being a little bit more honest about that. I know it's harder, right? But you know, it's not even about okay, maybe I do have that. It's about, why don't you set the intention? Do I have a fear of intimacy in it? If I do, let me heal it. Just like that, right? That's how we co-create with universe. We have surrender to divine timing. And we have turn to the beauty of a natural world. Sorry, like some cards fell. All right, so with that that divine timing, you know, divine timings are points in our journey, right? It's not a date on the calendar. It's a milestone in our growth. In fact, it's the last milestone in our path that we're on, right? And when we're at a divine timing, we have a new path. The message here is to keep healing so that you can actually choose a different path for yourself. I don't know how many times you've been through the same cycle, right? But typically we do about 3 of them or something, like 4. My guide's saying 3, 4 to 5 times we'll go over the same cycle over and over again until we finally see and recognize that things aren't going to change unless we change. Beautiful, I like it like that. But it sucks that it has to be 3 or 4 or 5 times. It doesn't have to be. Keep healing yourself, and you can start making different choices that are in alignment with better, right? Versus the same. And my message to you is, how long has your life been the same? I'm not gonna say it's the same for everything, but there are many different paths that we have. So when it comes to maybe love or career, I think it's one of those. How how many times has your life, or how many times have you gone through the same cycle over and over again, where it's the same thing again and again and again, the same karmic lessons, right? The same situations again and again. And how many times have you had that happen? And the message here is to keep healing yourself so you can actually make the choice to stop that from happening and have a new one, a new path, a new cycle, a new journey. Okay. I feel like the message here as well is to use Earth and Earth's vibration to pick yourself up. I don't know if you noticed this, but crystals have become very popular. The reason for this is Earth is evolving at a rapid pace. So Earth is, for the most part, evolving faster than most humans. So the crystals have a really big impact on most people these days, right? And my message to you is that if Earth is ahead of you, the vibration that's going to come off of crystals is going to be higher than you. And that is okay, right? But you can use it. Use that vibration to pick yourself up, right? So I tell you to use that. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Taurus, I want to thank you for being here. Don't forget to watch your moon, rising, and Venus. And take care. Bye. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you? So what we're going to start off with is what is your person, or what are your person's current feelings for you? So let's see. I'm looking at this. I'm picking this energy apart. I do feel there's separation between you and this person. So it feels like, it's funny. I see separation between you and them, but it's like you're more on the same page then you realize, I hope that makes sense. But it's like you haven't talked or something, or you haven't been talking about just the stuff that matters. And it's like, if you did, you would understand, oh, we actually feel the same way. Does that make sense? Or, I see it too, that, right? It doesn't, I hope that makes sense. It's like, you could be on the same page, but it's like you're not for some reason. That's what I mean. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Spirit. Well, how does this person feel about, okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. I do feel with that Knight of Swords, this person, they want to make a move in your direction, but there is a bit of fear here to do with that. I also feel as well there's a bit of a rushed energy. Some of you may have not talked in a while, or this person, you may be seeing someone, or they think you are. There's just this feeling here of needing to rush towards your doorstep. 10 of Cups in its reverse here. It's like there's an understanding that it's like they're running out of time to get that fulfillment. They're running out of time to get that dream come true, right? And if I don't hurry up, if I don't rush, then I'm not going to have it. I do feel this person, it's like they feel like it's a long shot, right? It's like they feel like this is a long shot, but and it's not like this is a long shot that this could happen. It's a long shot that they'll get it now. Why? I feel like it's time wise. The Three of Cups, this harmony between you and them. Again, I feel like I don't know if there is a third party here. I don't know, but it's that there's an expectation of a third party. Does this make sense? I hope that makes sense to all of you. It's like, I don't know if there's a third party, but I wouldn't be surprised. Does it make sense? Yeah, it's like that. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting, all right? We have the Six of Cups here. Definitely very sweet on you. A lot of sweet feelings here between you and this person with that Six of Cups. But again, there seems to be some kind of blockage between you and this person. With that Nine of Wands in its reverse, they feel like you... Sorry, can I get a clarifier on that? Yes. Okay, they feel like you have given up on them, and on them and on the situation, and it's like it's because they took too long. Does that make sense? Doesn't help. That make sense, right? It's like they also feel like they're not at that emperor stage, and they feel like that may be, even if you were single, exactly what you're looking for when it comes to them. Can I get a clarifier? Where are that? Okay. The High Priestess. They're following their intuition. They're seeing things from a higher perspective, but they haven't quite figured out that they have these traits in them. I don't, sorry, I don't really get this energy, but I'm starting, I get why people choose to be like non-binary and stuff like that. But it's like that, where it's like there's an expectation. I'm not saying that, I don't know what kind of sex this person is, right? But there's this feeling here where it's like, I'm gonna be expected to be like this. I'm gonna be expected to show up like this, and I'm gonna be expected to do this. Does that make sense, right? And I don't know if I'm ready to do that just yet. And that's what keeps this person a little bit stuck, because they feel if they see themselves as this. Who are they really? He's saying this one, the Tower. They're still forming. Yeah, yes, they're still forming with that Tower. It's like I don't know, right? It's like also something has to collapse in order for them to fully become and metamorphosize into who they are meant to become and who they really are. So this is interesting. It's interesting energy to come through. There's something that they are tied to. I do feel this person may have a karmic type things in their life, or karmic cycles that haven't been wrapped up. Most people, we cannot see the structure of our karmic cycle. It's just not possible. If someone told you point blank in the face, this is your karmic cycle, you would literally phase out, like days out, and you would come back and be like, okay, what happened, right? Because you cannot fathom your karmic cycles. That's how big karmic cycles are. That's how much it's literally impossible to know what a karmic cycle that you're dealing with is until it completes. So I feel like there are karmic cycles in this person's life that they haven't wrapped up, which keep them from fully forming into the person that they're meant to become. And that's what keeps this person stuck right now. I do feel with that Emperor in its upright, and that Nine of Wands as well. It's like they feel like you've given up, but they feel like they should as well. It's like that you can do better. Probably, right? Anyway, let's keep going. Spirit, can you tell me? So what is this person's next move? I like to pull their feelings because, well, it helps you understand why their move is their next move. But this kind of feels like it's kind of up in the air, if you want to ask me, right? What is the person's next move? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, we knew. I guess that would be exactly what you would have expected. Did you expect that, right? The Seven of Pentacles, that they're just gonna wait, right? That they were just gonna hold out hope. The Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles reverse. Can I get two more, Spirit? We have there it is, two more. All right, the Chariot. And the Two of Wands in its reverse, and then we have the Two of Wands reverse, then we have the Ten of Swords in its reverse as well. So they are waiting for a big turn of events. They're hoping, they've planted something. Can I get a clarifier on what they planted that they think is going to get them success? The Two of Cups. Okay, this doesn't make sense, but whatever. I'm going to leave it there. This sounds like nonsense. It should, because it is. But they think because they've accepted how they feel about you, that's all they needed to do to fix the situation between you and them. Are people crazy? I think so, if you ask me. But they think, well, I accepted how I feel, so it's all going to work out now. Okay. Yeah, a source conscious being has the ability to manifest and shape their reality because that's what they're meant to do. Right? We're powerful co-creators of our life. In fact, we need to be if we want a better life for ourselves. And a lot of people tend to place a lot of responsibility, or actually any is too much, but a lot of responsibility on other things because they're trying to abdicate responsibility to take action. So they could be waiting on fate, universe, divine orchestration, God, right? All of these things all of these things don't have that an influence on our life, right? Not really. It's all us, our choices, right? The choices that we make, right, are the ones, it's your choice. One choice can change your entire life, right? And if your choices are in alignment with that change, it will change, right? Or if your choices aren't, they won't. And this is someone who's waiting they're waiting for someone else. They're waiting for something else to create change in their life before they start making choices that are in alignment with you. But they're not getting that they have to make the choices first if they are to see that change. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, right? It's like the same thing you always get, right? It's recognizing how much power we have and how much power we're meant to be using, right? It's not just, well, you have the power to change your life. It's like that the reason why you have the power to change your life is because only you can do it, right? That's the point. And I feel like this is someone where they're like, I've accepted how I feel, so it should all work out for me. It's so funny, isn't it? I wonder how many cycles they'll go through before they realize nothing's going to change for them. This happens a lot, right? Universe is going to solve my problems. Good luck. Good luck with that. Let me know in 2 years, right? If anything changes, right? Let me know in 5 years anything changes, right? And that is, it's always the case. And people spend, so typically, so I said this, I think it's for Aries reading, but it's like about 3 to 5 cycles of the same before you realize that your life isn't going to change unless you start making choices that lead to the change you're looking for. And I feel like, how many are they in? 5. Damn, they're in 5 cycles right now. So maybe your person, the person that you're asking about, or the one that's connected to you, they're a lot more hard-headed than most people. So how many will they really go through? We have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, it's a court card. So there is no limit, I suppose, on how many they'll go through before they figure that lesson out. So it'll be different for everyone, but they're at 5, about 5 cycles, right? Each cycle, when we repeat, right, is about 6 months. So we're looking at that. That's what I'm seeing here. Oh, okay. I think we'll leave it like that. This actually seems good. The Two of Wands in its reverse. They already know what they want to do, but they're waiting for someone else to act. And I don't think it's you. If the Wheel of Fortune here, they're waiting for something else. Right? Yeah. They're waiting for something else to act, to create the change in their life. So many people are like this, aren't they? Right? You are a powerful manifester. In fact, you're the only one manifesting for yourself, right? And it's either the 4 lower bodies or the higher self, right? It's the only one manifesting for yourself. It's important that we know that your life is in your hands, literally. So let's see. Let's get this. Just freaking tell me. Can I get anything else about their person's next move towards them? Anything else? Look at this. Limitless possibility. Yeah, it's not impossible that things will line up without them having to lift a finger. It's just really unlikely, isn't it? Right? Let's see. Let's bring some more cards here. There we go. Group think, mindful. They have you on their mind, and that's what they're going to be doing. They're just going to have you on their mind. This person, you see this clock in the background? Clock in the background right there, right? You see that clock in the background, right? Like they're just waiting. Oh my god, what time is it? 9 o'clock right there. 9 o'clock. We have Dust Devil moving out of stagnation. They want something else to move them out of stagnation rather than them doing it themselves. People love that, don't they? Right? They just. If it would be, actually no, it would be a usurpation of us, right? You know, we are all source conscious beings. We're all of us come here to have control over our lives. That's the point, right? You know, it's us, and there's just nothing. There's nothing that's going to solve your problems for you, right? And there it is. It's all about the consequences and your choices, and not making a choice is a choice. And the choices that this person is making is prolonging the situation. And until their choices are in alignment with change, they're not going to see the change. I don't think that they're close. I feel maybe to realizing that, but they're not quite there yet. They need the courage to step into life, and that's what it is, isn't it? Right? They want the possibility of union. They want to come back together. And this person has made the decision that they want you in their life. But what they haven't decided is whether or not they will be the one to make that choice, to get that change, to create that ripple, right? That it's like I'm seeing the butterfly effect, the metamorphosis, the transformation. They haven't made the choice to do that yet. So guess what? And it has to do with the courage to step into life, right? And this is someone who's hoping that life somehow solves their problems for them. But we all know that. Just leave that 4 here, right? It's like they're trying to protect themselves with the 4-4 energy. But the 4-4 is all about leaving a footprint on this world, right? And this is someone who need to have a bigger role. And it's not that they don't have a big role now, but they need to be more understanding about the role that they have in their life and their choices, right? And it's about recognizing how much power you have. In fact, how much what they're doing is keeping the very thing that they want from them. And it's about it's the wait, right? They're waiting, and they think that if I've accepted how I feel, I don't know. It's like, what is your inspiration telling you? What is your heart telling you? What is your inner guidance telling you now, right? I just get that feeling. Their inner guidance is telling you to start taking some action. Overwhelm and plenty. It's like they are overwhelmed, right, with how they feel about you. And it's like they have a bunch of choices, a bunch of paths that they could be doing. Sorry, this is 43. I think that's funny, right? But they have a bunch of things that they could be doing, to take actions towards you, but they're not. It's not about the amount of paths that they have towards you. It's about whether or not they're willing to make that choice to step into life and create that change. That is the problem here. Yeah, and they're trying to be very measured about it, right? And definitely in feminine energy with that cosmic womb, the divine feminine. I am seeing that very heavily here. Let's get some of these. So Spirit, can you tell me channel messages? So we have the one that got it's funny. The one that got away. Yeah, you have to love that because it's so on par for your reading, and this is gonna keep being the case because this person won't make any choices that lead to the change that they're looking for. Some things sometimes it's about letting go. Ooh. They feel like you have let go of them, but they think that that's probably what they should do as well. This is reversed. Not if I can help it, and it's reversed. They know that they can fix it, but they won't. It's so juicy. This is a juicy little reading here. Take a moment to breathe, and it's reversed. They've had more than enough time to figure this out, more than enough time to make a move, and they've done nothing with it, right? And we have make me believe. That's what I feel like that's what that Wheel of Fortune's all about, right? Because if something brought you two together, then they would believe. But it's either you believe or you don't, right? You know, we only get so much proof, so many synchronicities until we stop getting them, you know, because at a certain point we have to just trust that what we know. Does it make sense? Like it's my sister, you know, getting her Merkaba activated and stuff like that, and it was just it's funny because like I told her at the start, I was like, you know, you're only going to get so many markers for that, right? And once that stops, right, or you know, once you've done it enough time, it's gonna stop, and then you're gonna have to just trust that it happened, that it's on, that it's working. And I told her that straight up like that, and I feel like this is someone who's had more than enough proof, more than enough synchronicities, more than enough validation. But it's not about the proof, isn't it? Is it, right? It's not about that. And this is someone who's trying to make it about that. In fact, this person's just scared shitless, right? They're so scared to make a move towards you. They're so scared to step out of their comfort zone. So that's why they want something else to solve their problem for them. This is very typical for a lot of people, by the way. So let's see. Let's get some more channel messages. We can get some more. Anything else on Gemini's? Make you jealous? I do feel this person may try to get your attention in an attempt to get you to reach out to them first. I hope you're waiting for me. That's funny. It's all about wait, isn't it? You're reading. We have the 11th house. Interesting. It's like looking in the mirror. Some of you may be mirroring with this person. Like you want this change. You want this evolution. But you want something else or someone else, right, to make the first move. It's about taking the inspired action to do what we feel called to do, always. And if your inspiration is telling you to make a move, then you make a move. That's just what you do, right? It's about following your own internal guidance. Everyone can preach, so they're blue in the face, to follow your internal guidance. But in reality, most people don't. They don't do it, right? Everyone's always trying to shrug it off, right? Pretend like they didn't hear it the first time, or it only lasted for a second. That's all it needs to last. You just need to recognize that that's what you were told, that that's what your inspiration is saying, or that's what your heart is saying, or that's what your intuition is saying, right? It's all it is. It only ever lasts a second, by the way. I do feel like you and this person may be struggling with the same issue. That's why I feel like these messages are always running around the same circle. Although this is zodiac signs are collective energy, but partially it's that. But it's also the fact that everyone's most of the esoteric community is struggling with this, right? Something else, please take the wheel. It's like Carrie Underwood song. Jesus, take the wheel. Are you kidding? Right? It's like it's you. Like girl, you had the wheel. The wheel's right in front of you, right? You take it. And it's just so many people are trying to abdicate responsibility for their life when in fact they should be steering their life. It's like you may survive that, Carrie Underwood, right? If you just let somebody else take the wheel, right? You may survive it, though nothing else is going to take your wheel for you, right? You have to be the one to make your choices, but you may survive that process, but you know, you can increase your chances if you did it yourself. And this is someone where with that I love you and that yes, it's almost like I love you too late. I realize I have feelings for you too late, and there's a feeling, look at that 2 of Cups here. This feeling that I've come to these realizations too late. So Spirit, can you tell me, what is the guidance for Gemini? What is the guidance for Gemini? What is your guidance for Gemini? Karma. Interesting. Karma. Most karma, actually almost all of the karma, has to do with stuff that we haven't healed, right? It's anger, resentment, pain, disappointment, right? From your past lives that you haven't healed. And everything that you haven't healed in this life will turn into karma in the next, right? Let's see, curious. I feel like there is a need for you to do a karma clearing on you. And freedom, yes, freeing yourself, exactly. Also, make sure that you are forgiving, releasing all that stuff, right? When you hold on to pain, resentment, anger, towards people, places, things, it will become karma, right? And it's holding you back. Forgiveness equals your freedom. I feel here as well, there is a need for you to do a karma clearing. You can get that in the Akashic records. Katherine, I think I should have her in the description box. I have her for the Merkaba activation, but she does karma clearing Akashic readings as well. If you want, Armisha, she can do a karma clearing as well. Right. But it's about you facing the stuff that you don't want to face. With that bravery here and that hope and that curious, the message here is to be brave enough to go after the stuff that you feel called to go after. I feel like when it comes to your heart specifically, it seems to be something. This whole card is full of hearts, right? You know, there are things that you want in your life that you're not brave enough, right, to go after, but it's time to do it, right? Because it's going to lead to a lot of possibilities and a lot of change in your life. With that freedom here and that Xenio, this is about, Xenio is about being more cordial, right? I feel like this could be you making new connections in your life with people, like walking down the street, or with people that you meet in a bar or something like that, or maybe friends of friends. I feel like there's a need for you to be a little bit more brave when it comes to your social interactions, all right? So I'm gonna leave it there. Gemini, I wanna thank you all for being here. I hope that this was helpful, and take care. Bye, Gemini. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you. So before we get started on that, we're going to do what are your person's current feelings for you. And don't forget to watch your Sun, Moon, and Venus, all that good stuff, all right? So let's see, Spirit, can you tell me, can I get Cancer energy? How does Cancer's person currently feel about Cancer? There's a lot of regret here, Cancer. I do feel like this is someone where they don't want to look at things. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't want to, you know, Rick and Morty, don't think about it, quote, that is what I feel with this person. Like, they don't like to think about you. They don't like to think about it because it hurts, right? We have the Page of Wands, reverse. Strength, upright. It's interesting. Let's get some more. With that Page of Wands is reverse, it's like, what I saw was a candle being blown out. And then it just cuts, it's like a cut scene, I guess. I don't know, explain that. Wait, it's like a candle being blown out and it goes black. That's what I saw. This is someone where, I don't know who blew out the candle, whether it was you or whether it was them. Whoever, I feel like things came to an abrupt stop between you and this person at some point, right? With that strength here as well, and that Six of Wands, this is interesting. This is someone who sees you as strong enough to, wait, can I get a clarifier? Is it get over them? The Hermit. Yeah, they see you as someone who's strong and confident and sexy enough to find someone way better than them. Is it due to an insecurity? Yes, to a point. But it's like they see you, they feel about you as well, right? That you're capable. And that, the situation between you and them isn't going to get you down. In fact, you're going to land on your feet. You'll get right back up. It's kind of like reminds you of, like those movies, maybe Lord of the Rings, I don't know what you want to say, but where it's like, they start off on a horse and then they have to actually, take the battle, standing, basically, instead of the horse, right? This is someone who's like, you'll be fine. That's what I want to say about that. It's like, they'll be fine. I don't know what happened here. Again, the Two of Swords. It's like that see no evil, hear no evil. See here, what is that? Is it the other one? Speak no evil, right? This is someone who just tries to forget about you. I gotta be real with you. That's what I'm seeing here. And we have Justice. I'm not gonna take these two, but with the Four of Cups and the Page of Cups, they are reevaluating whether or not they should or shouldn't take action towards you and make a move towards you. I don't think this person has decided to do it. There's a doubt here about whether or not they should or shouldn't. Mostly because it's like they kind of want to pretend that you're going to be okay, that you don't need any kind of, I don't want to say closure, like you're going to be okay, that they don't need to do anything. You know how some people some people are pretty shitty, right? And this is someone who's like, I don't need to face this. I don't need to deal with this. I don't need to say sorry about this because they'll be fine. I'm sure you would, right? But that's, if you feel called to say sorry, then that's exactly what you need to do. You know what I mean? Like, and this is someone where it's like, well, why do I don't need to, because they'll be okay. So that's not the point, right? The point is that you want to actually say sorry. You want to be accountable. You want to, I honestly want to, I honestly want to say to give that truth, right? You know, truth and justice, right? This is someone who wants to do that. Yet at the same time, they doubt whether or not they should. I do feel this is for our next question, because our next question is going to be focused on what action they'll take towards you. But there's a lot of reevaluation whether they should or shouldn't, and it's like, well, they'll be fine, right? So it's like they're trying to brush off any responsibility to say sorry, right? What's at the bottom? Six of Cups. I do feel this person has really sweet feelings towards you, Cancer. They think a lot of you as well. It's like there's a lot of nostalgic energy. Like I feel like you've had a lot of good times together. And I don't, I'm not saying it was all good, obviously, but they look at the good parts, basically. It's kind of typical. I felt, especially right now, like the whole world is all about death because Queen Elizabeth died. I mean, so many people die, right? And when people die, we look at what the good parts rather than the entirety of the picture. Does that make sense? And this is I feel like your connections is ended at some point, and they're looking at the good parts of it rather than looking at it in its entirety. And the good parts make this person feel very nostalgic, and it makes them want to take action towards you. But this is someone where I feel like they're resisting doing that. We'll see if they will. The Queen of Pentacles. You're the kind of person that they could rely on. You're the kind of person that they can count on. And it's a beautiful, but it's kind of this is I gotta say it because it's just what I'm getting. It's like, you know how you have something that's really good, really amazing, you know, a connection that's it's like the stable connections, but they honestly at times look a little boring. I'm not saying that you're boring or anything like that, but you know what I'm talking about, where it's just like, you know, you're stable, you're reliable, but there's a level of predictability with that. And I'm not saying that's bad. You do you always, but it's like this actually, it's just something that comes through a little bit. Like this is someone where I feel like they feel like they can maybe be able to lean back on you if they needed to. But it again, there's that stable reliability energy coming through. It just feels very strong. Sorry, like a hair. like a hair in my mouth. Like, where did you come from? Anyway, let's keep going. Spirit, can you tell me what is Cancer's person's next move towards Cancer? Cancer's person's next move towards Cancer. Cancer's person's next move towards Cancer. Let's see. We have the Knight of Swords here. I don't see this person making a move towards you anytime soon. I got the hair finally. I was digging in that mouth. I do feel like this person isn't going to be making a move towards you. Three of Wands reverse. Interesting. It's like they try to convince themselves that you're gonna be all right, and that's why they shouldn't do anything. The King of Swords reversed, the Seven of Swords upright, and then the Seven of Cups. Interesting. Bottom's going to be the Ace of Cups. Again, every time they think about all the good times, what this person does is they pour their cup out. You know, it kind of reminds you of I'm seeing like a scenery of like someone just throwing water into a lake or an ocean. That makes sense? I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But it's like, you know, every time their cup fills up with love when it comes to you and they make someone an act towards you, right? What they do is they pour it out. Does that make sense? They just like, it's like, I'm not going to fill that. I'm not going to, I kind of want to say, I'm not going to honor that. Hold on, my dog is barking. But that's what it feels like to me. I'm not going to honor that. I'm going to just pour out this love, and I'm going to keep it kind of like, it's like they pour it out every time that it comes, and it leaves this person stuck in a very logical, analytical energy because there's no emotion there. Does this make sense? I hope it does. I don't ever know if I make sense. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't know. But they definitely fantasize about taking action towards you, yet at the same time, with that Seven of Swords, they see you as the kind of person that that's winning. And I know that you may not feel that way today, maybe you will eventually, but it's like they see you as the kind of person that's getting more from this separation, this split, than they are. And what I mean by that is I feel like they see you as someone who's very valuable, who's a catch, right? And this is someone where it's like it's better that they get away, right? They're it's like at Thanksgiving where you wish upon a wishbone, and whoever gets the bigger piece, right, gets the wish. They see you as someone who's getting a bigger piece than they are, and it's I don't know why it keeps coming through, but it's an odd message. But it's a really strong one nonetheless. I do feel that King of Swords is reverse. There's too stuck in analysis paralysis to make a move in your direction. The Ten of Pentacles in its reverse. I do feel this person, if they were to come after you, they would be coming after you for the wrong reasons as well. And what I mean by that, it may be financial gain or stability in some way, shape, or form. Because this is the dark side of wealth, the Ten of Pentacles in its reverse. I feel like this is someone where they don't want to come towards you for the wrong reasons. I do feel every time this person pours out their cup of love or the emotions that they have when it fills up when they think about you, it appears, I think, in that moment after they pour it out, that they would be coming after you for the wrong reasons. But I feel like they do forget that they do have love for you, but they pour it out on purpose. I don't know why. I don't get it. They're not going to let you go, but they're not going to make a move towards you. And that's very clear, by the way. It's very clear. Let's see. Let's grab this. So, Spirit, can you tell me anything else about this person's next move towards Cancer? I almost forgot. I was like, what sign is this? My dog walked in the room, and I just dazed out. Okay, we have BD. Okay. They're going to admire you from afar. But I don't think that they're gonna take actions towards you. We have evolution. It's like they're gonna watch you evolve. Again, this person feels like you're gonna do better. It's kind of like they're waiting for you to do better to prove them right that they were not good enough in the end anyway. Does this make, it is what it is. It's such a crazy reading. We have rebellion. Yeah, they're definitely trying to fight their feelings for you. I do feel this person pours out that cup of love as often as it fills up. It does feel like it does feel like it fills up often. We have Zen. These are not action-oriented words, they're just not. These are not actions I feel like this person's going to take. We have reach. Look at that. This is kind of one, isn't it? We'll see what's at the bottom. We have alignment. They will not reach out until they're more in alignment, until they can share more. I do feel this person here as well. They definitely want to have more for a connection with you. It's like there's something about that coming through. I feel like this person may not have much means, or they don't have as much as you. I do feel this person here won't be reaching out until they're in alignment. But this is someone where it's like they're hoping and praying and honestly, to some degree, wishing that you hurry up and find someone better so you can just prove to them that they were right all along, that they're not good enough. And that's crazy, but that really is where it really is where it's like at. Again, no, I don't feel any contact whatsoever, any move towards you whatsoever for a while, but they're definitely looking to see what you become as a result of this connection. So let's see, Spirit. Let's get some channel messages. So anything this person wants to say to Cancer. Anything this person wants to say to Cancer. Let's see. Anything this person wants to say to Cancer. Okay. We have take a leap. And yeah, what they want to say is for you to take a leap towards something better. I know it sounds like it's craziness, but that's literally what we're landing on. They definitely know that you're going to land on your feet without any problems whatsoever. Has this happened before? Deja vu. This could be something that you've had with go around with this person before. I do feel they're more sure this time than they were last time, if I'm being honest, right? I'm not sorry in this reverse. They are sorry, but they don't want to admit it. And it's like they tell themselves it don't matter. They'll be fine. You will be, but if you feel called to say sorry, then that's exactly what you should do. And it's not saying sorry for you, per se, right? It's actually saying sorry for themselves. It's for their own growth, right? Not if I can help it. Look at that. And this is reversed here. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. They don't want to see signs. They don't want to see any kind of like, or get any kind of intuitive downloads. They don't want to listen to their intuition or their inner guidance. They just don't want to do it. They don't want to deal with the situation, and they convince themselves they don't need to because you're gonna be a-okay. Why am I crying? It's a crazy energy, right? This is someone where I feel like they're missing you, but they want you to move. They want you to find someone better that they think is more on par with you. I feel like you're too stable for them, and if there's a level, I'm not gonna say it's boredom per se, but it's like, I don't know if I'm ready for that, but it's like I can't offer that in return. I'm gonna leave it there. This feels like it's something along those lines, some kind of phrasing of words. All right. So Spirit, can you tell me? Let's see. What does this person want to say to Cancer? What does this person want to say? We have Yang and Yin. What this person wants to say is that you're gonna find someone with more balance or something with more balance. They feel like they can't give you the level of balance that you're looking for. Throat chakra. Their heart wants them to talk to you. Does it make sense? Like their heart, their inner guidance is saying, let's talk to them. Let's tell them the truth or something, right? And this person, it's like they're like, their heart says it and they just pour out that cup, and then guess what? When there's no love behind that, they don't want to speak that truth. I do feel that make you jealous energy. Somebody this person does stuff that tries to get your attention. I know this sounds like it's I don't know, stupid. It's not. There's a piece of them, right? Maybe down the middle. I'm seeing it more towards the middle, but I feel like it's more on this end where they want to let you go because they think you can find better. And then there's another piece of them that wants to hold on. And it depends on what day, right, it is, right? What part of themselves they're embodying. Some uses, so I feel like at times this person tries to be very jealous, like they want you to themselves, yet at the same time, it's like they want to tell you how they feel. And it is what it is. It's a mix of that, okay? Let's get one more spirit for Cancer. Heart shot. I saw that green too. I told you. It's like there is deep love here. Oh my god, look at this. You give me a heart on. Again, you are the one that turns this person's heart on, but they try their best to resist your connection. They don't want to trust themselves. Fear, yeah. It feels like it's a lot of fear here. Again, it's like they're just waiting for you to prove them right. And it's not about you finding, it is about that. Like you finding better than them. It's like, I just know I'm not the one for you, and they want you to prove them right on that end. It's crazy, but it's what I got here. I do for this person is trying to fight. Wait, which deck do you want to use? Okay, let's use this. So let's get guidance now. Can I get the guidance, please, for Cancer? The guidance for Cancer, Spirit. Let's get guidance for you, Cancer. We have Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. It's beautiful. Watcher's transpersonal. We have Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. This is the best healing that we can do, right? Allowing our mind to drift into certain energies and feelings that trigger us so that we can sit in that and heal it. This is something that's very important for you. Healing needs to be a priority for you, especially with that 14. 14 is a temperance energy and surrender. Okay. Balance going to be beloved radical acceptance. The message that's coming through is definitely to focus more on your healing. Also surrendering things you have no control over to give yourself more flow, like your life more flow, and yourself more serenity and peace. I do feel here it's telling you to definitely believe in yourself and definitely focus on what you have access to. And what I mean by that is that it's understanding that you are going to come out ahead. They're not wrong about that, right? This person is definitely right. But this is someone who is trying to resist acting on their feelings because they truly believe that they're not good enough and that you can find better than them. And the message here is that you can, right? And there's a lot of possibilities out there for you, Cancer, if you're willing to take that leap to find something better. I do feel with that that drifter energy as well, and that surrender. It's saying to surrender to your memories and energies that trigger you so that you can truly heal. Like it's about like drifter energy is like you'll get this when you're walking, right? No music, by the way, or like meditating but not trying to quiet your mind, like letting your mind flow, right? Or even reading a book, right? Does this or cleaning the house can do this as well. I hope you get what I'm saying. It's like allowing thoughts to like allowing your thoughts to flow, and your mind will naturally hit the stuff that is most triggering so you can fix it. And if you have truly healed from something, you would never remember it anymore. You'd forget. I said, so if you're ever wondering, have I truly healed from something, and it keeps coming back? No, of course not, right? It's you didn't fix it, right? So you'll know when it no longer bothers you, when you no longer think about it. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Cancer. I want to thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like my video, and I guess don't forget to like, and take care. Bye, Cancer. Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what are your person's current, I'm going to do that one. What are your person's current feelings? But I'm also, the main reading of the main topic is their next move towards you. But we're going to do both, okay? I hope you're doing well. I want to thank you for being here. So let's see, Spirit, can you tell me, what are Leo's person's current feelings for Leo? What are Leo's person's current feelings for Leo? Let's see. I feel like they think about you a lot. There is a feeling here of you are this person's favorite pastime. I'm seeing like the way that it's coming through is baseball. It's so boring, but people love it, right? It's just, it takes forever. That's why people love it the most, right? But it's like that. Like I feel like they think about you all the time, and it's like before they know it, their day is over. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I have. It's just like, whoa, it's that time already. yes, it is. Okay, so we have the Strength, and it's upright. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles. Again, I feel like it's like a work thing. Like they think about you at work. I do feel this person wants to know, how do you feel about them? It feels like, and it's not like it literally does. Like it's not tit for tat. Like it's not like it's kind of like you know how like if you like someone and you find out they don't like you and then you just stop liking them. That's what this person thinks. Does that make sense? This is not true, but it's like that. Where, well, I want them, or I'd have feelings for them if they have feelings for me. Yeah. This isn't one of those scenarios. Maybe, and for other people, other connections, sure thing, right? So that's how it works for most people, right? But this isn't one of those connections. Does that make sense, right? And this is someone where they think, if they don't have feelings for me, I'll be able to purge them. But they're lying to themselves, aren't they? But again, they want to know, how do you feel about them? What do you think about them? Because they see you as wish fulfillment. But again, I'll get over them like that if they don't see me that way. Ooh, it's so juicy, isn't it? We have Justice in this reverse, and then we have the 10 of Wands upright. But I was going to be this, again, 7 of Swords. So they don't know how you feel, and that makes this person very scared. They also feel like you have more to offer, more abundance, more, everything that you can have more of, you have more of it than they do. And it makes this person feel insecure. So how do you phrase this? Like, if this person had more than you, or by whatever measurement, or ruler they're measuring based off of, if they had more than you, they would feel more secure, and I guess making a move in your direction. Does that make sense? They would feel more secure in that. But since you have more, they don't feel like, it's like they feel like you have the upper hand, I guess is how I guess that's how I phrase it. It's like you have the upper hand, and it's like, well, if I had the upper hand, this would be no big deal, but they do. Does that make sense? I hope it just is what it is. I don't know if I'm ever making sense to all of you, but it's just these readings sometimes, there's always crazy. But they have more than me, so what am I going to do, right? It's like, this is someone where they're very fearful, right, about making a move towards you. Can I get a clarifier? What are they basing this off of? Temperance. You are more balanced. You also are the kind of person that overcomes situations very easily. but you're more balanced. I feel like you're able to alchemize. There's something about your perspective specifically and what you've overcome. It's like you have overcome stuff that and I feel like you've gone, not gonna say you've gone through similar stuff completely, but stuff that you've gone through, you came out on top easily. And stuff that they've gone through, they're still struggling with. And this is something, they see you as stronger than they are. Again, strength. Right? They see you as, it's stronger because of what you've been able to alchemize and what they haven't. Does it make sense? Like, it's like you've done more. You may have gone through worse than they have, right? And you've overcome it. And they're like, well, damn. Does that make sense? Like, damn. And I think that this is someone who sees you as someone who deserves a little bit. I guess I would phrase it like someone who isn't as damaged. I guess is how I'd phrase that. With that Justice in its reverse and that Ten of Wands here, they feel like they cannot balance out the situation with the Justice. And it's reversed too as well. It wouldn't be fair to you to be with you because of what they're bringing to the table. Yeah, exactly. They feel like you deserve more than what they can offer. I also feel as well this person cannot give you everything. And with that feeling of I can't give them everything, it's like, what's the point of making a move towards them? What's the point of reaching out to them as well? This is someone who sees you as like more of an all or nothing kind of thing. Either they want me or they don't, right? You know, that kind of energy. I'm not saying that you're in that negative energy, but it's just this is how they see you. This is how they feel about you. Like you must be in this, right? Either they can prove to you that they want you and they can give you everything you want, or they can't give you everything you want. So that must mean that they don't want you. I don't know if you're in that negative energy, but they really do assume you are. It's something that they feel like they are seeing very clearly. I don't know, maybe you said it to them, but you know, when we say stuff in the past, when we're in that distorted energy, it's just us saying that, right? Like, how many of us do say stuff when we're mad and we don't mean it, right? But it just feels like this person sees you as someone who will not take anything less than all, I guess. You know, it feels like you don't want I don't know. It kind of, I guess I would describe this as what they kind of are looking to offer you. Like, you know how you know there's like an entree but there's meat. I'm not saying you're a meat eater, but you get where I'm going with that. Meat, it's like they can offer you the sides, but I don't think they can offer you the meat, basically. Or, you know, it feels like it's something along the lines. I don't know why. Something in their life hasn't ended fully, or they haven't purged it, and this is why they're unable to give more. I'm gonna leave it there. It's gonna be, you'll know what that means for you if this is actually your reading. So Spriggy, tell me, what is this person's next move towards Leo? What is this person's next move towards Leo? What is this person's next move towards Leo? We have the Eight of Swords reverse. That's interesting. Eight of Swords in the reverse is an interesting energy to come through. It's more like a scene. They have been watching you for quite some time. Ace of Pentacles, they have been thinking about making you an offer for quite some time, right? They're definitely, it's been on their mind. The Wheel of, oh my god, that's funny. All right, can I get a clarifier, Spirit, on the Wheel of Fortune itself? Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I just need to make sure. This person is definitely thinking about making a move towards you in your direction. With that Hermit energy and the Ace of Pentacles, I see this more along the lines of like, I'm just waiting to give them an opportunity, to give them that pentacle to start again. But again, this person cannot give you, I feel, everything that they assume, and they're probably making an ass out of themselves, but what they assume you are waiting for, or you are expecting from them. Like, I can't give them all of that because of something in their life that hasn't ended. Some of you that assumption is correct. Some of you that assumption is not correct. Depends on how healed you are, I suppose, right? But definitely with that Ace of Pentacles here, it's like, I'm waiting to make them that offer. Things are not changing, and they're waiting for some kind of change to happen before they do this. Can I get to clarify, like, what are they hoping? Okay, yeah, it's like, I'm waiting for that opportunity to strike, to get down from this, like, honestly, kind of want to say looking glass. I don't know why I want to say that, but I just get down from this pose and then start to get back on my feet. Like, this is someone who's definitely, they're looking to make a move in your direction. They don't have enough to give you. There's also a wariness with this person, because they feel like what they're going to give you is going to make you feel, I don't know, disrespected. And I feel like it's because they can't give you as much. Like, the Ace of Pentacles is just, I mean, it feels like it's one seed, basically, right? It's like, it depends on where you are, where you're coming from, and how healed you are. So some of you, you're going to look at this offer and cut this person out again, right? Because you didn't do your healing. Others of you, you're going to understand, right? That they're doing the best that they possibly can. Doesn't mean you keep them in your life. Doesn't mean you wait for them. No one should be doing that. But you know what I mean? Like, it depends on where you're coming from. An evolved, healed person or someone who has a lot of fulfillment in their life will just like, okay, I know that you're struggling. You're struggle city. I get it, right? I used to live there, right? You know, when you understand where someone's coming from because you've made it far enough to see it, then you get what's happening with this person. They're struggle city, but some of you, I feel like you're in struggle city yourself, and you're just not going to get it. But it depends on who you are. But they assume that this offer, right, this Nine of Pentacles in its reverse, it's just not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough for you. I don't know about that. They're definitely very focused on, again, very focused on making a move towards you. It's funny, the other signs, you know, like my 5th reading so far, did not really get that too much. So freaking, he's saying this one. Okay, so what is Leo's person's next move towards Leo? What is Leo's person's next move towards Leo? Last time? What is Leo's person's next move towards Leo? We have beauty. They're going to tell you that you're beautiful. I don't think that that's something that you need to hear, but they're definitely going to shower you with compliments. Does this make sense, right? You know, it's like they're trying to sweeten the honey pot. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? We have healthy. I do feel they're going to show you that they have changed. I do feel they have. They've gone through evolution quest, yeah. They definitely are not going to run, and I feel like they're definitely going to try to put in more effort than they did last time. It's like but I feel like it's going to be a moderation here as well. Let's see, we have force, yeah. They're definitely going to try to get. It's like I'm seeing. I don't know if it's a crowbar and like a box. Does that make sense? Like I'm seeing that. Like just they're gonna try their best to open up that box, but I wonder, right? We have curious. They know that they have to give you enough to get you to accept the offer, and they look at what they're going to offer and think that they're assuming, they're probably making an ass out of themselves, but I swear they feel like they're assuming that what they have to offer, which they truly feel isn't enough for you, that you won't accept it, right? They truly feel it. It's like it has to be good enough to make you curious. I would be wary about what this person says when they first reach out to you, because I see someone here, Leo, who in the moment may give into pressure and overpromise, underdeliver. You know, and it's not because it's like they knew they should have gave an Ace of Pentacles, and they're gonna come in making an 8 of Pentacles, right? And like, shit, I can't sustain that, right? So I swear, it feels like for some of you, they may crumble, and they don't want to do that. They really don't. They want to show you that they're healthy, that they're not gonna bullshit anymore, right? That they're gonna be serious. But their serious offer feels like it's too small, too small for you. But I don't think this person has taken into account how much you've grown and how much you've healed, right? And it feels like you're in better energy than when you first met this person. But again, it has to be good enough to get you curious. If you're not, you just won't take it, basically. I'm not saying that that's the case, but that's just what they're assuming. With that unique here and that zealous, they definitely, they're very excited but nervous as well about making this move towards you, but they really do want success. Like they really do want that success. I'm not kindness. I'm not I don't know what I wanted to say. I was gonna say I'm not I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I just lost that. Anyway, but I'm for real about this. Like, they really do want success here. I do feel they're gonna everything they possibly can to sweeten that little deal of theirs. I don't think that they can give you much, right? That's just what it feels like to me. It's just what it feels like to me. Okay. So, Spirit, can you tell me? Can I get some channel messages? What does this person want to say to Leo? What does this person want to say to Leo? We have heal yourself first. This is someone where I feel like they want to say that they have healed themselves, but they're kind of looking towards you here. Yeah, it's like they wonder if you have healed yourself like they have. I know it's love, but right. I do feel this person definitely is going to try to be led by their heart more. How could you be so attractive again? They're gonna shower you with compliments. The reason for this is that they feel like their offer is lacking, and they kind of know it is lacking. And I don't think that Ace of Pentacles has a lot of potential in it, but that potential isn't necessarily accessible in that very moment, right? You know, it's like you have a seed, an avocado tree, or avocado seed for avocado tree, right? How long is the avocado tree gonna, it's gonna take to make avocados, right? It's gonna take a long time, right? And this is reversed. Not if I can help it. I do feel this person, they know that it's kind of their responsibility to make a move towards you, but it's not their. It's like they can't get you to say yes, and they're gonna try not to lie to get you to say yes as well. They're gonna try to be for real and honest and really upfront this time. And I don't know if they'll be able to sustain that. And it's not that they don't want to, they really do, but just getting the rejection seems to be the kind of thing that would pressure this person into lying straight to your face, even though they know that they can't give you that much. I'm really sorry. Yeah, they're going to want to tell you that. And we have, there are no what ifs. Again, this is someone where they're definitely going to try to be very upfront. They really want to be upfront. But if they start sensing a rejection, I'm real with them. There's a bunch of lies falling from that mouth of theirs. I'm not joking about that. A Leo. I'm not joking about that because it feels like they're gonna crumble. All right, so freaking tell me, what does this person want to say to Leo? What does this person want to say to Leo? Shadow and light. This always comes out for the healing. Always does. They have healed a lot. They wonder if you have healed yourself as well. They just wonder, like, how much have you changed? We have you make me so happy, and it's reverse. I do feel this person, they are gonna try to make you happy. They're gonna try to put a smile on your face. They're gonna really try hard. It feels like it's coming from an insecurity. So it's like not that cute, but at the same time, it does show how much they're trying. It's like they're not gonna want to get that rejection, and they don't want to crumble and start to lie again. And I just get that feeling that they lied to you in the past. I was so wrong. Yeah. They definitely. They're gonna admit that, right? I'm gonna shit. I made a mistake. I was wrong. Can we start over? Kind of thing. We have very soon. And you're all I need. I do feel this person is thinking about reaching out to you, but this is something I feel has been on their mind for quite some time. With that, I've lost everything in that third house. They're definitely going to want to talk to you. They definitely want to reach out to you. I do feel this person wants to say all these things to your face. Can I get a clarifier on that very soon? Rewriting history in its reverse. They want to make new history. Yes, that's exactly it. Never mind. It's all the same. It's like they just want to make a new history with you. But Spirit, can you tell me, how likely is this to happen sooner? The first house, soon. I guess it's sooner rather than later. I normally don't give time frames for this because everyone's on their own. It's all about actual healing and people's choices. It's literally their choices, right? But with the first house coming out, I gotta be real with you. This feels sooner rather than later. Like, I got November here for some of you. Like, November is what came to my mind. Thanksgiving, like some kind of holiday-ish. But I've been getting holidays all day today, so just keep that in mind. I will take that timetable with a grain of salt. Unless you're getting like a private reading, it's very difficult for a general. So let's see, Spirit. Can you tell me? Can I get the guidance, please? He's saying this deck. Can I get the guidance, please, for Leo? Guidance for Leo. Guidance for Leo. When I have the guidance for Leo, let's see. We have surrender fear. That's juicy, isn't it? Okay. We have surrender resentment. Okay. Surrender your desire to control people. And then surrender to trust. Interesting. Balance going to be surrender your need to always be right. Your guidance right now, Leo, is to look at some of the stuff that you're telling yourself that need to always be right is coming from ego. You know, our ego constantly grabbing onto stuff, right? I am this, I am that. Oh, I don't feel like that, or I would never do something like, I don't know. It's all, you always hear people saying that. That is straight up ego. There's just no, it's anything that's not love is ego. It just is, right? And it's time to look at some of the things that you say to yourself or say to other people that are grabbing onto stuff. Oh shit, there it is. I told you. It's always coming from ego. These grabs where I'm this, I'm that, I won't do this, I will do this, or nothing else will work but that. This is ego, 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 ego. That's how you know ego has, it just automatically reaches for something. Be more mindful about the times when you're embodying that, and so that you can start to face these things and heal them. All right. It's something that something about your ego. It's convincing you that you're right about something, or that you are in the right about something. This may not be this connection. It just could be anything in general, but it's time to look at that, because when your ego is grabbing onto stuff, it's not right technically because it's ego, right? I do feel here with that surrender, fear, and resentment. The message here. For one, forgiveness equals your freedom. Two, it's time to look at how your fears may be holding you back. And I don't think that these two are necessarily together. In fact, I think that they're separate. With that surrender fear, this is about fear of, what fear is it? Fear about your own capabilities and what you are capable of. It's about reminding yourself. It's nothing. I don't know, some people are so scared about finding out what they can actually do, or what they can make for themselves, or what they can build for themselves, or these conceivance ideas. You know, they're so scared about bringing them into physical reality, but you really have access to that. The message is, don't let your fear keep you from building or creating what you want to create. This is a tricky one for you. Surrender your desire to control people. A lot of us truly believe before we awaken that we are capable, we're technically not, especially with that ego at play, but that we are capable of unconditional love. Then we realize that what we thought was unconditional love wasn't. My message to you, you have conditional based love still. How you can know if you are embodying unconditional love is if you love someone and it doesn't hurt. That is unconditional love. If you have conditions, it's painful as fuck. Does that make sense, right? So if you truly have unconditional love, it doesn't hurt you to love them. If you don't, it hurts. I'm going to post that, actually. I'm going to post that today. With that your surrender to trust, the message here as well is to trust yourself. I also feel as well, I swear, this feels like it's to trust yourself in your own decision. Yeah. Also, don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions. I know how that's tricky, but no one knows what's best for you other than you. None of us come here to listen to other people's opinion about our life. Right? You know, none of us come here for that, right? You know, it's trying to trust yourself over other people, even if it's an expert, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Leo. I want to thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and take care. Bye, Leo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing, why do I keep phrasing it like that? What's your person's next move towards you, all right? So what we're going to start off with is what are your person's feelings for you? So it really does help us understand why their next move is their next move. It's just, you know me, I like to deep dive into that mind of theirs. All right, let's see. So Spricky, tell me, how does Virgo's person currently feel about Virgo? This person works a lot, Virgo. They work a lot because I'm seeing them very, very focused on their on stuff. It may not be work, sorry, shit. It could be friends and stuff too. But it's like I saw them. It's like they're focused on what's right in front of them, right? We have the Five of Wands here. Let's see, we're the King of Wands. All right. Reversed. What are Virgo's person's feelings for Virgo? The Hanged one now. I feel like this is someone where they feel like things between you and them have never really been resolved. They do want to resolve things. I do feel this person isn't going to be making a move towards you. I'm already seeing that. And they actually feel the same thing about you though. Like they see both of yous not trying to make a move towards each other. Can I get a clarifier on that? Will, I know we're gonna ask that in a second, but since it's coming through already, I have to take it into account now. But can I get a clarifier? Will, it's Virgo's person thinking about making a move towards Virgo? The Nine of Pentacles. No, I feel like they're very focused on their job though. That's what this feels like to me. They also feel if you wanted to make a move towards them, then you would. So since you're not, and again, they feel like you're not just as much as they're not, then you must not want to. Actions don't always match feelings. In fact, they typically don't. Almost no one follows their heart. Why? I don't know. It don't make sense, right? I was actually tapping into Kuan Yin's energy, and she visited me. It was real nice. And she placed her hand over my heart and her hand over my head, and she helped me connect to being led more by my heart, less by my head. And I feel like we need more of that energy going around, right? More of people being led by their heart, not their head. And it's interesting because this person's heart wants to make a move towards you, all right? And this person's heart wants you in their life, but their head is telling them, well, if you did, then you would too, right? And it's like, since you're not, that must be the case that you don't want them. I do feel here with that Hanged one in its reverse, they see you just as hung up about the situation as they are. Can I clarify on that statement? Yes. There is a feeling here of really wanting some kind of like, they would leap at an opportunity to come back together with you. I don't know if there's necessarily separation here. It just feels like there's lack of movement, okay, between you and this person. With that Eight of Wands in its reverse, this is about delays. It's stagnancies, right? And this is a situation that they felt should have, if it would have or was ever going to, should have come back together already. So since it hasn't, it must not ever, it's probably not ever going to come back again. I do feel with that King of Pentacles in its reverse, they see you as someone who is holding, is this feelings? Maybe. I'm gonna leave it there. But they see you as someone who hasn't given them something that they want. And in fact, they see you as someone who's being very stingy about it. I don't know what this is referencing exactly. The King of Pentacles in its upright is someone generous, right? But they feel like you're being very, I think it is emotion because it's right here, isn't it? It's like this is someone who feels like you're withholding something from them, and you're being very stingy about it. I'm gonna leave it there, and it's just what's coming through. You know, sometimes we convince ourselves, or I see this a lot in the comments, especially my videos, and it's like people are constantly trying to put down someone so that they can actually stand up, right? And then when, you know, that's crazy. Anyone trying to justify kicking someone to step on them, or, you know, so that you can actually, you know, get ahead in life, that's just crazy. That's just the craziest thing. Justifying that too, right? And it's just, I don't know. People are so crazy, but it's like I'm not saying that they're doing it, but it feels like they are to some degree doing it. Where it's like, well, they're stingy, they're hoardy, they're a slow mover or something, or they're not doing the damn thing either. So I'm not, right. It's just like that. It's catty or oh, I know what this is. It's frustration. They don't want. It's frustration. You know what I'm talking about when you're frustrated with someone. What you say about them. It's stupid stuff, but it don't matter, right? This is what we have here. They're very frustrated, yeah. They have lost hope as well that this is ever going to come back together. And it's kind of where they're landing right now. The Seven of Swords. It's like they think that they're lying to themselves. If they even think that this is even available to them, right? You know, all of us in life, we have stuff available to us, right? It depends on what paths we're on, right? So we have that available to us or that available, right? You know, think of it like your day-to-day. You know, in a day like today, what did you have available to you that you could have done? right? So we only have so much available to us. And I feel like this is someone who looks at the situation and thinks that this isn't available to them. And they might as well just let it go completely. And that's interesting. There's this interesting energy. Sorry, this person's energy is, I don't know. There's a bit of bitter taste here, I guess is how I'd phrase it. A little, definitely frustration as well. Okay, so Strictly tell me, what is this person's next move towards a Virgo going to be? We have the Three of Wands reversed. Okay. They are not waiting for you, right? The Fool upright. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Let's get one more. We have Temperance. All right, and then we have the Three of Pentacles in its reverse. All right, so sorry about that, Virgo. I had to pause it. My cats were like in the bathroom, and I just heard them. And if I don't get them, they go crazy in that bathroom. They like water for some reason. But your person's next move towards you is they definitely want to take a leap of faith, but I feel like they're being very measured about it. Can I need a clarifier, Spirit? Can you tell me? Because that's what I got when I first did that. The Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. They feel like it's too late to do it with that Page of Wands in its reverse. I also feel as well this person tends to not act on their inspiration when they get inspiration to make a move towards you. So it's like, I get that inspiration, I should do it, and then it's like, well, I don't. I do feel like this is the kind of person that tries to suppress, right? Take an inspired action. Or even following their heart, which is actually very typical for this world, right? Most people don't do that. And it's what keeps their life in these cyclical cycles, and they never really seem to make any progress, right? Because they don't do what they feel called to do. I do feel this person does feel called to make a move in your direction. I don't think that that's necessarily one-sided as well for most of you. But there's definitely, like, I know they feel that call to make a move towards you. With that Page of Pentacles and that Temperance, it's like, it's honestly the biggest blockage here. And I feel like there is something unresolved between you and them, but the biggest blockage seems to be time. With that Temperance. Does that make sense? It's like, it's been so long, it feels stupid to do it, but it's not. You get where I'm going with that, right? It feels stupid. I do feel with that Three of Pentacles and that Ace of Cups in its reverse. With that Ace of Cups and Three of Pentacles, it's like, I feel like there is this harmony between you and them. But the Ace of Cups in its reverse, when this came to for Cancer's reading, it's like this person tends to pour their cup out of love when it fills up with love, when they think about you, out. Right, and they tend to just, it's like, I don't know what are they they could be watering their career. I told you I saw that though at the start. I feel like they are using all their water or all their energy of love, right? And they're putting it towards their money. I'm gonna leave it there. It's like they're watering something with that water. And in Cancer's reading, I saw them just pouring it into an ocean. Like, fuck this, I'll just build this in the ocean, right? This is someone who's, I don't know, they're way too focused. I told you I saw that at the beginning. They're pouring all their water into their career or a job or something like that. That's where I see them doing it. It's like, that's what seems to be their focus, the most. Whatever they're focused on the most. But it could be, home life, if they're a parent or something like that. I don't know. It's like, it's all of their energy is going into something though. I saw him watering a plant. That's actually how I saw it, but whatever that plant is, I don't know. I think you should know what that is. But then again, there's been a lot of time since you talked to this person, so maybe you don't. But it's something in their life that they're watering. So every time their cup fills up with love when it comes to you, they're just like, oh, well, no, I didn't. It's like, you know how those, it's like rain collectors, right? Where the bottles of water, where, if you've seen those, like, in movies and stuff, where, someone's collecting rainwater. It's like, oh, they check it and like, oh, it's so full. And they just use all the water and they pour it into a plant. That's what they're doing. And it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting energy to come through. Will they take action? The create what? No, they're trying to pull you in. They're trying to get you to take action towards them. Will you? Seven of Wands. No, same thing. It's funny. You're not gonna do it either. So I'm gonna leave it there. It just is what it is. Okay, let's get some more. Which one do you want to post for it? Which one do you think is best? You're saying this one. Okay. All right, Virgo. So I was I grabbed this deck off of my computer and I hit the space bar and I stopped the video. I'm not mean to do that. It's so funny. Anyway, so what is our next move towards Virgo? What is this person's next move towards Virgo, Spirit? We have reach. We have unique coming out as well. What is this person's next move towards Virgo? We have opportunity. They definitely are waiting for an opportunity if one strikes, but I don't see this person making an opportunity. Soulmates. Okay. And we have yearning. Yeah. They definitely, again, they want to give to this connection. They want to reach for this connection. They want you in their life. Yet at the same time, it's like I'm hoping that they reach out to me first. I do feel that this person's looking for the situation between you and them to change with that unique. Yet at the same time, it's like, am I willing to make the move to create that change? Justice. It's like, I don't know. Justice in its reverse is like, what's fair, right? You know, it's like, what's fair in this situation? And it feels like a lot of time has passed here. So what's fair almost feels like to just let it go and forget about it entirely. With that soulmates here and that yearning, this is someone where they definitely recognize that there is something very special here between you and this person. And they do yearn for that specialness, that uniqueness as well, right? Yet at the same time, they're not doing anything about it, right? It's like I've learned to, it's funny, this is interesting. It's like I've learned to cultivate that yearning and focus it into something. They are watering a plant of some kind. It could be a weed plant, kind of what it feels like to me, if you ask me. I don't know. But I feel like it's just something along those lines. Like they're watering something. And it's like they're using the love that they have for you, the yearning that they have for you, and they're focusing that energy into another thing. So that's what they're doing with it. So the yearning is there. Yeah, at the same time, it's like I'm not letting that yearning go to waste. You know what I mean? Like I'm cultivating that energy. I'm using that, and they're using it for their benefit. But again, it doesn't really. It's like you going to a restaurant and you're like, I want this, and they don't have it, and you're just like, okay, I'll take second best. Does that make sense? That's what this is. It's a second best, a second rate, a second, right? Not the first. And it's like you are what they'd want to use that energy on first, but since you're not there, they're picking the next best thing. And that's what you got here. That's what you got. But it's interesting. We have giving and joyful. Yeah. Independent, that's just on par, isn't it? But with that giving, that joyful, they will love nothing more than to have you in their life. But you see this like crossing of the arms. It's like I'm blocking it. It's funny. It's kind of, it looks like they're twisting the nipples. I'll be honest with you, like twisting those nipples. I think they're pleasuring themselves, really. And they're definitely taking care of their own needs. Okay. So let's see, Spirit. Can you tell me? Channel messages for Virgo. Channel message for Virgo. What does this person want to say to Virgo? What does this person want to say to Virgo? We have I'm not sorry. Yeah. Again, I feel like it's been such a long time that they're not sorry about the fact that they've pretty much given up hope, right? Let's see. Okay. The one that got away. Shit, it's so funny. It's so on the nose, isn't it? That the one that got away. It just so is, okay? Let's see, Spirit. Can you tell me some more? We have I do. Yeah, if given the chance, they would take a leap with you in a heartbeat, right? But it's been so long. It's just like I should just accept it. And I feel like they have, if I'm being honest. How could you be so attractive? They do find you. I feel like they've never found someone as attractive to them as you are. And then we have take the road less trodden. This is kind of on its side, though. It's like a road that they never really got a chance to explore thoroughly in a situation that they never really got to explore thoroughly. And when it's funny, because this got clarified by that one, I feel like this has to do with your body. It's like they never really got to explore your body properly, and they really wish they had got to. Honestly, I'm getting like a scene that they have in the movies where it's like you are looking at everyone's, like, you know, you're looking at someone's scars, right? You know, you're looking at someone's freckles. Does that make, I hope that makes sense, all these. It's like, I'm getting that, where it's like, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that. And I'm gonna just do that. I wanted to do that. And I wanted to explore that. And I didn't get a chance to do that. Okay, so that's what we have there. Spirit, can you tell me? We're gonna use my very own deck now. Okay, we have Not right now. And then Leap, there's the Fool right there. I do feel this person does miss you, but it's like, this doesn't feel like it's available to them, right? Again, it's like, you know, every day that we wake up, we have different stuff available to us. And again, I don't think that it's just them who is going through this. They truly feel that you're doing the same shit, all right? You're the one I dream about, though. That's true, that's true. It really is. It's true, isn't it? Let's see. We have You Make Me So Happy. This keeps coming out, especially in this reverse form. This person wants to say that they could make you very happy. They really could. They're also saying that the situation isn't making them happy, by the way. It's just not, right? I need to heal myself. And that Humanitarian, the 11th house. I do feel this person's definitely very focused on their own internal growth. They're also in, there's a reinvention here, but Humanitarian is really standing out to me. They may have found their purpose, or they feel they're driven towards stuff. When you find that and you realize you have that available to you, you really focus on that. I feel like that's where this person's focus is right now, is on what they feel like they can contribute to the world. So let's get some not channel messages, guidance. Where can I get guidance? What do you want to pull? Can I get guidance? Wait, okay. I'm trying to figure out what I want to pull for you. We'll do this one, though, with this one. Okay, can I get guidance, please, for Virgo? Guidance for Virgo. Guidance for Virgo. What is your guidance for Virgo, Spirit? We have surrender to your intuition, surrender your fear of change, surrender to joy, and we're surrender negative thinking. And Bao's going to be surrender to setting limits. This actually has to do, I feel, with things that you are telling yourself that you can't have or you can't do without. I feel like it's a mix of both. If I'm being honest, I'm not really getting a specific message for that. I feel like there are things that you tell yourself, I can't live without this. Yes, you can. There's things that you think that you can live without. I don't know about that. It's time to just stop setting these limits for yourself. Start exploring. It definitely is being led by your inner guidance here as well, with that passion and intuition, but I want to say heart. I feel like it's all the three, right? You know, it's like the trifecta. The message here is to let yourself be led by your inner guidance towards the things that you want. And it's also about letting your inner guidance tell you what needs to go from your life. I do feel with that surrender your fear of change, there's a lot of fear of change when it comes to the things that you want, yet being fearful about the change that will happen as a result of getting them. This is typical. Most people have that, right? You know, a lot of people want this, they want that, they want blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, right? Yeah, at the same time, they're so scared. They're so scared about getting that, right? And the message here is to look at how your fear is controlling you. Right? You know, you can very well want something, but you can be scared as fuck about getting it. All right, you need to be. You need to understand that that you can have more than one opinion about something because your subconscious, right, isn't on the same page as your consciousness, or your subconscious can be on 2 different pages as well, or even 3 or 4, right, about the same an idea or whatever this is, right? You know, you could have multiple opinions. The message here is to be more open to, I feel, the multifaceted nature of yourself. With that surrender joy and that negative thinking, I feel like this is about you making sure that you have times where you're having more joy in your life and letting yourself enjoy the moment itself. I feel here with that negative thinking, this has to do with, can I get a clarifier? Okay. The negative thinking has to do with your full power, right? And what you're capable of and what you can bring into this world. I feel like there are some things, conceivance ideas that you have that you want to bring into physical creation. And the message here is that you can do this, but you have to start thinking more, I'm going to say thinking more positively. I feel like you have to start believing in yourself. Okay. Sorry, I like burped. I want to thank you, Virgo. Sorry about the pauses, by the way, but that just happens sometimes. Please don't forget to like and take care. Bye, Virgo. Hi, Libra. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you. So I hope you're doing well. This is like some sage there. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me. So let's see, Spirit. Before we get started on that question, I want to start off with how does this person currently feel about you? So how does Libra's person currently feel about Libra? It's like a settled energy. I feel like this person that knows how they feel about you. I do wonder, it's like there's something, I don't know how to phrase that, but it's like, I feel like, oh, I know what it is. It's like it's head over heart still, right? I know how I feel, but I'm letting my head lead instead of my heart, right? You know, and more, this world needs more of being led by your heart, less of your head. Yes. Be led by your heart, less of your head. Yes. They need more of that. And I feel like this is someone who knows how they feel about you. We have the Sun reverse. We have the Hierophants. All right. I do feel there may have been interfering factors to do with the family between you and this person. Their family may not have approved, or there may have been an assumption about that. And what I mean by that is, I don't know, they could have been like the only son, the only daughter, or it's just this feeling here of you're not what my family would want or my friends would want to see me with. Does that make sense? This is someone where it's like they knew how they felt and they understood how they felt, but it's like, well, there it is, right? But as well, like they won't see it or they won't understand it. I do feel this person is easily swayed by other people's opinion and projections onto them, and this is typical. A lot of this world allows these things to happen and allows these like other people's expectations and opinions to influence them greatly. And I feel like this is someone who is very much like that. I do feel here with that Page of Swords in its reverse, there's a lot of like inner dialogue issues, right? But it feels like they were too afraid to express how they felt. And I don't think it was just to you. And in fact, I think it was all around. Yeah, I swear, it's like I feel like it's family. But there's just this feeling here. It's like my friends, my family, they won't get it. They won't understand it. And it's like, but I want them. I don't know. I gotta be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I know what one, but you just take how that resonates. But there is a feeling here of, you know, it's like could I get a clarifier on that spirit, of that feeling? Because it felt like this person knew how they felt about you for a long time. But with the Ten of Wands right there, it's like I really gotta be clear about how I feel, because that's gonna be an uphill battle. Does that make sense? Was there a little bit of indecision there, spirit? Yes, a little bit. A little bit of indecision. I do feel in the past this person went after people that their friends and family didn't approve of, and they were right bullshit. But you get where I'm going with that. And now this person thinks, well, they know better, or their opinions matter more than my feelings do, right? More than what my heart says. And I do feel like this is someone where they listen to other people's opinion about you. And I don't even know if it was literally the case, because it feels like it's like I didn't even want to say anything about them. Does that make sense, right? But I do feel they may have said it to some people. Yes. I feel like they may have said it to some people, but but most of the people that they expected would be against you, against this connection, they did not express it to. It's an interesting energy to come through for feelings, but this is someone where it's like, I know how I feel about them. I've known for a long time how I feel about them. However, no one else will get it. Does that make sense? Like, no one else will get it. Like, no one's gonna understand this. And maybe they're right, because in the past, I thought I knew what was good for me and what wasn't good for me, and I got hurt. It's like people use that as justification, but knowing what's good for you is exactly what you need. And a lot of the times, and when we're unconscious specifically, it's a lot of suffering, right? You know, we need a lot, right? Suffering quickens consciousness. That's the point, right? So we tend to go after stuff that sucks, right? Stuff that is that's never going to give us what we want. So this person went after that when they were unconscious. And now it's like, well, now that I'm more conscious, I don't know if I should trust myself. I do feel this person didn't trust themselves, and they may have allowed other people or the expectation of other people's opinion sway them when it came to you. So that's interesting to come through. So Spirit, let's see. I wonder if this is still a factor, because the feelings are meant to connect to their next move. So this is something that they're still dealing with, I feel, all right? They're still dealing with it. Let's see, Spirit. What is this person's next move towards? Libra. We have the King of Swords. Okay. Right? Very head over heart. I told you, head led, not heart led. And that's a problem. It's like the craziest thing. And I'm not saying emotions, right? Emotions are not facts, but your heart isn't the same as your emotions. And people seem to mix those two up for some reason. They're just not the same. It's your heart you can trust, you always, by the way. But people this is like typical from almost the entirety of the world, isn't it? Right? You know, our world's not where it is because everyone's being led by their heart, right? Everyone's having more love, everyone has more compassion. That's not the case, right? It's because everyone's being led by their head. I do feel this person's next move towards you, it's definitely up in the head. And what I mean by that is I don't feel like they're going to be taking actions towards you. The Six of Swords, they want to make peace here. Can you clarify what's the state of the connection? It's unsatisfying. Your connection currently is unsatisfying between you and this person. They want to come towards you. The King of Swords does speak of communication. Can I get a clarifier on that? The Ace of Swords is reversed here. Never mind. That's what I thought. So it's like I want to talk to them, but I have to, it's like they kind of have to walk away. And I do feel this person stresses out about their friends and family and how their friends and family would view you or see you. They have there's feeling of being heavily influenced by that nonetheless, or even other people's projections or reputation, right? Some people are so crazy. It's like, why do you care about these things? But they do, and it's because of that low vibrational information that we're all holding inside of us that convinces us that matters. It does not matter. You know, other people's opinion about what we do with our life does not matter, right? But yet, at the same, we can't stop thinking that because we're holding that information inside of our lower bodies. And until we release it, which you cannot, you would always think that to some degree, right? I do feel this person sees you as the absolute best. But again, that Fool is reversed. I'm not going to take a leap of faith towards something that I know I should. And that's crazy. It's crazy. But I think that this has actually been the same paradigm that you and this person have been in for quite some time, because I see someone here who's known how they felt about you for a while, right? And didn't go after it, and it's like it's still the case. Are these people's opinions still in there? We have the Ace of Cups. Can I clarify on that? The page, yes. With that Page of Pentacles, yes. I do feel these individuals see this person with a very specific type of person, and you don't fit the bill. This is obviously nonsense, bullshit, really. But you get where I'm going with this, right? It's like you don't fit the bill. There's something about you that it's like there's something. I actually think there's something that they're looking for that you just don't have, and it's what makes this person think that it would I don't know I don't know. It would just create problems, right? And it won't, and it won't create solutions. I do feel here with that Five of Swords, they may be thinking about letting go of these connections that don't serve them. But I gotta be honest with you, I don't see that. The Four of Wands in reverse. Maybe. Oh, I'll leave it there. I'm getting like a yes and a no kind of thing there, right? It's easy to think about leaving these connections that are holding you back behind, but the problem isn't necessarily the connection. Not, although we have to be careful about what connections we allow in our life, but running away from that paradigm, right? We'll just keep running into it basically because the lesson is in us, right? This is someone who has to learn that to trust their heart over their head, and they're having trouble with this basically. So they can go ahead and walk away from these individuals, right? But in reality, they still got the problem. The problem still is still going to persist essentially, and that's what I feel is why it's still persisting. Even if they did walk away from people, places, things, they still struggle, right? They're struggle city basically. So let's see. Let's get some more. Spirit, can you tell me? What is Libra's person's next move towards Libra? What is Libra's person like? I hope I've been saying Libra this whole time. I hope I have. I don't remember saying a sign. I don't remember. It's a Libra reading. Anyway, we have courage. Yeah, they have to work up the courage, and it's funny because the courage isn't. It is as well to face you, but it's the courage to step up and say, I want this, and I'm not listening to you anymore. Does that make sense? Even the courage to believe in themselves and believe and trust themselves, right? It's like, that's it. Again, but courage to reach out to you, sure, but that's not really where this person struggles city, right? This person struggles city when it comes to having the courage to be who they are, like, and let, like, it's like you can't please everyone, so you might as well just please yourself. Does that make sense? It's like one of those scenarios. All right, we have imagination. They are gonna imagine making moves towards you, but I don't see much action taking place here. Escape, yeah. It's like it's you are this person's favorite pastime. They like to daydream. They like to lollygag. Is that what people say? I think people say that. I think the cool kids say that anyway, right? They're always out lollygagging, and I do feel this person's gonna be doing that. We have sharing. This is it's the courage to share, right? It's like they have to have the courage to share, to speak up, and take a stand, right? And we have yearning. Yearning as an action is basically this person's gonna, they know what they want, but it's like not having it is the yearning. So their action towards you, their next move towards you is to keep knowing exactly what it is that they want, but never going after it. It makes no sense, but people do this all the time. And then we have manifest. Look at that. In giving. I do feel this person wants to manifest things, but they are... It's kind of like those scenarios, right, where people think that they can just materialize things in front of them. Like, that's not how manifestation works, right? It would actually, technically, I feel like you actually could do that, but it would take an absurd amount of power that is just not possible for 99.9% of the population, right? You would literally, it's just not possible, right? So all of us have to, when we are manifesting, we have to take actions, right? Our actions have to be in alignment with what we want. We have to give more, right, to our manifestation, and less to our safety zone, our comfort zone. And this person, I feel like it's like they're trying to manifest from a comfort zone, and they're not getting any results. So that's going to keep persisting, I feel. This person's going to keep wanting, hoping, thinking about you, essentially, but they're never really gonna make any progress because their choices are not in alignment with any kind of change that they're looking for. And it's not that it's impossible to get the change without your choices being in alignment, but it just greatly increases the chances, right, of that happening. And it's, you know, like, think of it like this: if this person can daydream about being with you, or hope that you two end up together, but if they never, it's like they could simply pick up the phone and call you. Does that make sense? Like, that is literal. That is like a free will choice right there. This person could just choose to do, and they don't do it. It's like every day they make the conscious choices to stress about you in the situation and never really do anything about it. And I feel like they kind of like that there, because that stress is a nice safety zone for this person. So let's get a little bit more, Spirit, for Libra. More for Libra, Spirit. More for Libra. Channel messages. What does this person want to say to Libra? Okay, take a leap. That's funny. It's so funny that they're just like, they're anti that though, right? We have, how could you be so attractive on its side? I do feel this person thinks that that the people around them whose opinions seem to be influencing them heavy, that they won't find you as attractive as they do. It just feels like you are not the type that these people are looking for. Are like these, yeah, you're not the type that they're looking for, basically. You are incredible. Do you know that? Interesting. They do want to tell you that. They do think that. And again, this person knows how they feel. I feel like they also want you to take a leap of faith towards them. And then we also have, I feel the same. This is reverse. I am yours, and it's reverse. You know, it's like, you know, you can have me if you wanted me, basically, right? It's funny. And then we have deja vu. This is in its reverse. And what this is telling me here is that this is going to keep happening. And it's like they're going through the same cycle, right? A lot of people go through the same cycles over and over again. It's typically about 3 to 5 before someone realizes things aren't going to change unless they do something differently. I do feel this person's in that, right? They're going to keep going around the same circle, the same cycle over and over again until they finally start making different choices. And that is just how it is, right? It's all of us, you know, all of us go through something along those lines, right? where we just like, okay, my life is still like this. It's still like, wow, it's been how long? And then you realize, okay, I don't want it to be like this anymore, and I want change. And that's when we finally start getting the change, because our choices are in alignment with change. I do feel like this person's still not, they're not quite finished, is what I'm saying with that cycle of waiting and procrastinating and just putting this off. So let's see, let's get some more spirit. Let's get more. Let's get more spirit. Let's see. Fear, yeah. We knew that. They're too scared to take a leap of faith. I can't make a move towards you right now, but we knew that as well. That's the Five of Pentacles right there. This person is like a lost little puppy dog. It's like looking in a mirror. I do feel this person really finds you attractive. They definitely see the value in you, but they feel like this is someone who thinks that they're the only one at times. And that's not like that's the case, but I do feel like there are people around them that would not see your incredibleness, basically. It's like you would, sorry, I'm like, I think I'm probably channeling the energy of She-Hulk. I just binged it. I binged like the 5 episodes right before your reading. Anyway, I totally did that. So it's like, She-Hulk's amazing, right? But no one sees it for some reason. That's what this feels like to me. It's the message. And then we have again, guess what this is? The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, did I have that earlier? I think so. Yeah, they definitely want to tell you that they find you so beautiful. Again, incredible. I do feel this person's hoping that things between you and them rectify without them having to lift a finger. So typical, by the way. Something that I'm constantly saying. They want to talk, right? Will they make a move? I have bad role models. No, not yet. I do feel this person's heart is definitely turned on, but it's been turned on for quite some time. It's not about this person's heart. That's not the issue. It's about this person's courage and bravery to go after what they want. But that's the case for a lot of people, though. You know, you can go ahead and blame or be angry at someone, but it's the question is how are you doing the same, right? That's the question all of us have to ask. Am I doing the same by staying in my comfort zone? So let's get some guidance, please, for Libra. We have surrender to prayer. You surrender your fear of change. This is a good one. We have surrender stress and your desire to control people. And bottom is going to be surrender your addictions. The message here is to look at some of your activities that take up a lot of time that are not really giving you much energy. So this could be TV. Scrolling on your phone is something that I'm specifically seeing for most of you. Actually, I'm seeing TV and scrolling on your phone like that, right? You know, it's just like you're doing both. I feel like a lot of you are real addicted to some kind of behavior of that kind. The message here is to let go of these behaviors. They're not productive. They're counterproductive. The message here is if you want something to grow in your life, something that's sustainable and abundant, then you're going to have to put a bunch of your energy into that. And the message here is what could you cut out of your life that that will allow you to have enough energy, enough time to water something new. I do feel you have a fear of change. A lot of people do, by the way. You know, it's like you don't get caught in these waiting games with people because you're in a good energy, right? You get caught in these waiting games with people because you're scared. You're scared of change, scared of intimacy, right? There's a lot of fear going on here, right? The message here is to look at what fears are holding you back and start to rectify them. I do feel here is telling you to open yourself up to your angelic team. With that surrender stress as well, it's telling you like situations that stress you out, surrender it, right? Especially surrender things that you have no control over, and things that you do have control over, take actions, right, towards that to make them better. With that, you surrender your desire to control people. This has to do with conditional based love, right? When we love unconditionally, it doesn't hurt us to love someone, right? When we have conditions, it always hurts. Period, right? That's actually how it goes, right? And the message here is to look at how your love towards this person's hurting you and look for the conditions that are there that you're unaware of so that you can face them head on and truly learn to embody unconditional love. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Libra. I want to thank you for being here and take care. Bye, Libra. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you? But we're going to start off with how do they feel? All right. So how does Scorpio's person currently feel about Scorpio? How does Scorpio's person currently feel about Scorpio? I don't know if this person's like a player or something, or it definitely has. It's like I'm seeing someone who is acting like they don't give a fuck. They're acting like I don't care. They're acting like you don't faze me. This doesn't faze me. It's, you know what I mean? Like I'm fine. I guess is how to phrase it. It's definitely a front, but it has to do with the fact that I can get anyone I want, or I could have anyone I want, or I can be with anyone I want. Does that make sense? It's something along those lines here. I do feel this person gets rejected a lot, but it's like it's like you put enough money into a slot machine, you'll hit jackpot eventually, right? It's one of those scenarios here. It's kind of what I'm seeing. So let's see. Let's get some more for how does this person feel. Yeah, they're definitely fooling themselves, this person. Their feelings for you are like a focus on their feelings for on how they feel about them. So they're very self-centered here. Very I almost said atypical, but I don't know what that means. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. That's what the word I got, the phrasing I got. Atypical. With that 5 of Wands here, I do feel this. They don't want to admit that they want you back, right? That's their feelings for you. They don't want to admit it. Yeah, we knew that. It's like I don't know if this person is aesthetically pleasing, but they are the kind of person that has a lot of confidence, and that confidence has gotten them far. Not that far, but you know, it's gotten them pretty far in life, right? You know, there are so many people out there who are under the impression that they're nothing, right? And this person's under the impression that they're all that in a bag of chips, right? So they've made it through life pretty far, kind of, right? In some areas, not all, but this is someone where it's like, it's how they've done it is they have compartmentalized, or it's like, I don't know, it is a measure of compartmentalization, but it's also confirmation bias, right? Where they only look at their successes, they don't look at their failures, right? Or they don't look at all the things. And that's not necessarily the wrong way, per se. I'm not saying there's anything good or bad about this, but I am seeing that coming down. I'll be real with you, okay? We have the Hermit. They would love nothing more than to have a fresh start with you. They don't want to admit it. Why? The Tower. They fucked up, basically. They messed things up. I do feel there was fallout between you and this person. I don't know what this means exactly. I swear I feel like there may have been more than one person involved. It just like there was fallout here. And it's like, I don't want to admit that I screwed it up, that I'm wrong. And I'm just going to leave it like that and hope that this just fixes itself without me having to lift a finger. But they would love nothing more than to have a fresh start here. I do feel this person watches you. They think about you constantly, but they don't tell anyone about that. This is someone who's definitely, how do I phrase that? It's like, is this like not straight? Okay. My cats are always touching the cord here, Scorpio, and it's like they just bite it. I'm like, why? Anyway, but sometimes they move it. Oh, okay. But I do feel like this is someone where it's like, I know I want them, but I'm not going to be the one to make the first move. There could be a bit of a... I just saw, you know, what is that game? Squid Games, or the tug of war going on here, right? It's just like who's going to give in first. I feel like there is definitely a power struggle in your connection right now. I don't know if it's literal, like you're literally in each other's lives, but I definitely feel like there is a power struggle here. Like, who's going to do it first? Who's going to say sorry first? I don't know how inclined you are to do it, if I'm being honest. And I gotta be real with you, because the reason why I ask what are their feelings for you, because we need to understand why their next move towards you is their next move. But can we be real? I see their next move towards you being a lot of spying, definitely watching your social media. This is the kind of person where I feel, unless I would look at maybe jealousy. Like, jealousy feels like that will be a really good motivator for them. But they're definitely not going to come in and say sorry because they were wrong. Though they feel like they were, but they're like, I'm not doing that first, right? There's I don't know, is it like, I'm gonna say it's like privilege or something like that. I almost said white privilege, but I feel like it's just privilege or something where it's like, I don't need to do that, right? It's like, I don't think their mama held them accountable. You get where I'm going with this, right? It's like, in fact, I don't think life in general has held this person accountable, if I'm being honest with you, right? I feel like in life, it's been, they haven't had the need to be accountable. Does that make sense? And it's now there is this tug and war between you and them, and it's like it's not that you are necessarily trying to hold this person accountable. I don't know what your MO is basically, but it's just, I just feel like you're not going to give in this time. In fact, I feel like you may have in the past. It's kind of, that's what I got as a message earlier. It's not gonna be for everyone, but I feel like you may have at some point. In fact, I feel like you may have been the first to say sorry, but it's just I don't see you being okay with that with that again. So let's keep going. Spirit, can you tell me what is this person's next move towards Scorpio? So what is this person's next move towards Scorpio? Let's see. Okay. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles, it has that bird there, right? They come back if it wants to. But I'm looking at the dress itself. This person is like, in their mind, they're sitting pretty. Does this make sense? In their mind, they're sitting pretty. In fact, they are how to phrase this? They feel like they have the upper hand, basically. They feel like they are the ones who's gonna win, basically, right? And with that Five of Cups here, I do feel they tend not to wallow in their regrets. And to a point, like there's a balance, right? I think it says a balance, right? It's not about focusing too much on a regret, nor is it about avoiding it entirely, right? All of us have, there's a sweet spot, right? It's actually called love and light, but this is someone where they really just never look at their regret ever. And they truly believe, because of the fact that they never really wallow in that regret in any way, shape, or form, nor do they learn anything, by the way. But that's another thing entirely. Since they never look at that regret and pain or whatever, right? They truly think that they win all the time. It's crazy. That's exactly what this is. It's like, I win every time. And it's, according to them, they're not wrong. Technically they're wrong, but you get where I'm going with that. According to how they see things, they're not wrong about that because of their approach to life. I think it's the Ten of Cups. Okay. And then we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. So they're not going to create any change in your connection whatsoever. I do feel internally they are changing. Can I get how much? Nine of Wands. They are starting to surrender to some stuff. I do feel they're starting to heal a little bit. They've had no choice, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, at the same time, this is like how do I phrase this? My guide's like showing me a really big mountain, right? It's like, they started some of the work, but that's a lot of work to start off with. Does that make sense? It's like you have a mega mountain to go, basically. This person has a lot of work ahead of them, but they have started it slowly. But again, I don't see them taking any actions towards you whatsoever because the Tower is in reverse. Yeah. Just look at this. Look at that. It's all in reverse, right? It's like they don't want to be the one to make the first choice. In fact, I think they want you to. It's like they see a happiness here, a family as well. Family's on the table for some of you, right? Mm-hmm. They see it, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. I want the offer made to me. Does that make sense? I want them to give me that offer. Honestly, they kind of want you to grovel. I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of like that energy of kind of wanting you to grovel. I want to have the upper hand. I want to feel empowered. I want to feel strong. And they're so you see this as well. It's just interesting. It's an interesting energy to come through. But they're so focused. This is what they do. They focus on their successes. They don't focus on their failures. So in their mind, they never lose. They've never lost probably much of anything, right? And when they do focus on it a little bit, they just it just falls right off their shoulders. And this is not necessarily an awful energy, but when it's imbalanced in a sense, like all of us have regret, right? Remorse that we have to heal, right? And and learn from, right? You make a mistake, you realize, okay, how can I fix that, right? What did I learn from that experience, right? And then we process and we purge and release. So it's a beautiful process. Actually, the process of transformation and gaining more consciousness. But this is someone where it's like, I'm focusing on all my successes and that's it. I see silence in your connection going forward. Whether you're talking right now or not, I see silence coming between you and this person. This is the kind of person that they really believe that they're going to win. The Empress reverse. Interesting. It's like, I don't know if you chased, sorry, if they chased you or something like that, or I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there. But I think they want to be chased currently. It's like they really want to be chased. I'm gonna leave it there. It just feels like that. They really want. I want to be chased. I want to feel like I have the upper hand, right? And it's a power. It's a, not, I guess it's a power grab, but in a weird kind of sense. There's a weird kind of sense here. So Spirit, can you tell me, what is this person's next move towards Scorpio? Look at that. Surrender. I see that. It's like I do feel to a degree they're surrendering to some of the stuff they have to heal, Scorpio, but it's not like entirely. We have Dream Thief, refusal of the call, staying in their comfort zone. It's something, the number 13 is linked to death energy, right? But the 13 that's coming through here, it's like, this is someone, I want transformation in this connection. I want to have a happy family, happy situation with them, but I'm not going to do a damn thing to get it. That's crazy. We have a root girl to its own self. Since they do this, and it's funny, this is actually what I've been picking up on this whole time. Since they tend to focus on just their successes, they're disowning parts of themselves. So there are big pieces of this person's subconscious, right, that they are completely disregarding because it doesn't fit their narrative, right? So they're choosing to compartmentalize themselves into little boxes, but this leads this person to, I feel like they would probably be emotionally erratic, or explosive at times as well. It actually has something to do with their personality. It could be intense, whatever, but it has nothing to do with their personality. This has to actually do with the fact that their subconscious has a lot of issues that they have to heal. And since they choose not to ever focus on what they need to heal, they never do it. This is what I feel like this person's, their emotions are probably unstable, if I'm being honest with you. That's what I feel, unstable emotions here, right? Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Okay. I do feel with that spiritual narcolepsy, it's kind of like going back to sleep. Remember, did I bring up consciousness? I don't know if I did, but healing is your path to consciousness, and consciousness is your path to free will, right? And I feel like this is someone where they are trying to go back to sleep. When they go back to sleep, it's like they don't like to deal with stuff that they don't like to deal with. But everyone and their mama can say that, right? Everyone can say that. But all of us have to learn to face the stuff that we don't want to face, because if not, we struggle. And this person does struggle. But because of their approach and how they see things and how they view things, they truly believe they don't. It's crazy. In fact, I feel like this person thinks, I think they think they're the shit, right? Lost compass, getting back to integrity. I told you. I see some healing happening though. It's interesting. I see it. That's what I see here. And it feels like it's happening quite, it feels like it's probably a significant push of healing. However, since they have so much to do, it may not appear to you as anything going on, because there's so much to do. It's like, in the oceans, how there's like a really big trash pit of like plastics. It's like that. It's like that big, right? And it's like, it's gonna take some time, basically, right? We have deep diver diving into a task. Interesting. They're gonna avoid. Okay, how to phrase this? Every time they want to do something and fix things between you and them, or take action, or just even deal with their honestly plethora of healing issues, right? They focus on things that are not that, so that they don't have to deal with the stuff they don't want to deal with. I think that they may be very focused at times on certain things. And it's like because that Page of Pentacles is all about being very focused on that pentacle, right? This is what they do. This is actually how they avoid their healing. So again, even though they are healing, there is still a bit of avoidance here nonetheless. And then we have the Divine Matrix, the Galactic Mushroom. I do feel with the Galactic Mushroom on the table, they're growing, they're blossoming, right? Mushrooms do grow in the dark, do they not, right? And I do feel like this is someone who is growing, but I don't think that you're going to see it for a while. I also feel as well this person has people around them that make them feel like they don't need to be accountable for stuff. And it's like, I would describe this as yes men energy. Not saying they're men or women, basically, but you get where I'm going with that, right? The yes men, where it's like, yes, yes, yes. you know, it's like when I do private readings with people, people want me to say yes to them, and I'm just, I mean, my gift is I always swing to the opposite side, but that's one of my main gifts. But I think that's funny, but I never do, because you don't, people don't need to be told yes. Their ego is doing it for them, right? What they need to be told is the other side of things. I do feel this person has people around them that tell them what they want to hear. So let's get some of these now. Let's get Cupid says. Cupid says for Scorpio. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We have take the road less trodden. They do want to do this. I do feel this person wants to stop being who they are. They know they've hurt you. They know they have, and they want to do it differently. But see, the thing is, this isn't just like, I consciously am going to do things differently. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like they believe that they can just go like flip a switch. This energy that they have, that they embody, comes from the subconscious. It comes from a piece of them pieces, actually many pieces, right, of themselves that they haven't healed. So they can go ahead and consciously say, I want to be different. I want to do different. I want to be better. But they'll never be able to do that until they heal. Because you have to release that low vibrational information. And I actually think that some of this is straight up karma at this point, right? Of stuff that they have to just deal with and face. It may not just be from this life. It could be from the past. That's what I mean by karma. But it's like, it's stuff that they just, it's like, it's not, all of us want to be the best possible, right? But is it just about, okay, I want to be the best possible person, and it just like that, are you? No, you do. There's so much work that you need to do to be that, right? And this is someone where I feel it's like they want to be better, but they're not getting how much work it's going to take to be better. I support your decision no matter what on its side. I do feel, this person, it's like they want this. They feel like the ball is in your court. I'm not saying it is, but they just feel like that. There is a concern here that what if, like, what if you don't choose to make a move towards them, or choose to, like, and I don't even think it's making a move per se. It's like if you don't offer the cup, because they're waiting for you to offer emotion or a fresh start with them. Like, they're really waiting for that. But what if they don't, right? Why would you think or say that? Interesting. This person is coming through where it's like, I don't understand what you're seeing about me. And because they're not seeing it either. This is a tricky situation you have with someone here, right? This is someone where they're having a really difficult time with the reflection. I feel like because of their antics. And what I mean by that is I think that they're very focused on stuff. You know, you can go, if you constantly keep your mind preoccupied, you never allow yourself to heal, right? You need to allow those thoughts to flow through, right? Maybe we should stop here and it's reversed. It's like, I don't want this to stop. I want this to start again, but I'm real shy. And I do feel, it's like having, it's like admitting to themselves that I really want this is something that they don't want to do, because then what if I can't have it? There is a bit of a rejection energy coming through, but it's like, hold on. It's like I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time because I got like a surge of emotion, but then it stopped, because I think that's what happens with this person, by the way. But it's like I got that surge of emotion of just like sorrow and pain. It's like I feel like that is what keeps this person stuck in this, right? Dynamic, right, between you and them. It's easier. It's easier to play this game than it is to be more honest about what it is that they want. I do think this person wants to be better, but they need to understand what that means. And what I mean by that is what they need to do to fix it, right? It's about facing the stuff that you don't want to face. It's not possible. It's just, it's like, that would be so, actually, that would be the point of living. But, you know, it would be so nice if people would just flip a switch like that and boom, be better, right? But you have to release low vibrational information so much, and they have a mountain full of low vibrational information in them, and it has to do with a lot of regrets and remorse and shame about things that they've done that they're not even facing. There's a lot of lessons in there as well, with those things. Like, it's like, I don't know how to, I'm gonna give you an example. Like maybe this person's like a real jerk, right? They're always mean, they're very selfish, and they don't get how that's hurting people. There's no empathy there, right? Because they haven't really dissected to understand that what they're doing hurts people, right? So they never really learned that lesson because they don't want to face that issue. So something along those lines, something like that, all right? I want you to decide. We already knew that. I told you, they want you to be the one to make the first move towards them. That's very, very, very clear. Okay, we have root chakra. This person's stuck in their safety zone. They really are. This is reversed here as well. It's like looking in a mirror, and it's they fucking me. Look at that. They don't see themselves, and I think this is coming from their higher self. They don't see it. They also don't get why you don't. Why, like, you say, like, it's like, I would describe this as like, you're being really mean to me, and they're like, what? Right? It just feels like that. I'm not saying that's what's happening exactly, but you get where I'm going with that, right? It's like, what are you saying? And I feel like you may think they're gaslighting you. I don't think they are. In fact, I'm really sure this person cannot fathom their choices. Like, they don't get, how their actions have consequences. Mostly because I don't think they've ever been accountable in their life, but it's like they don't get what you see, right? And there's a lot of risk here. They do want to take a leap of faith with you, however, they want you to take the risk because they're really shy, right? That was gonna be I miss you. We knew that though. In the first house. It's like there's that projection, right? I'm trying to appear that I'm okay when I am actually not. They have been doing this since day one. It's important to get like you're just like the latest in a long list of stuff that they have been pretending to be okay with, right? You're just the latest. It's about recognizing that too. That this person has a bunch of stuff, and they have the hermit. They have a bunch of stuff they have to reflect on. The yellow is standing out to me. This is the solar plexus chakra, right? It's all about the ego. Identity grabs those specifically. So let's get your guidance now. Hold on. What guidance do you want to pull? Spirit. Can I get the guidance, please, for Scorpio? What is your guidance for Scorpio? What is your guidance for Scorpio? Everlasting. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting energy comes through. We have zealous. We have force. Interesting. This is about you focusing more on what you can achieve for yourself that is going to have everlasting abundance. I do feel there is a need for you to reflect upon how you as well may be mirroring some of the same things that this person does. And it's about, it's not, how do I phrase this? It's not like, you cultivate the energy of these low vibrational tendencies. It's about recognizing, hey, I have that in me. How can I release that, right? Every single person can release all their negative low vibrational information, right? If you have these insecurities about the self, like you don't think you're pretty enough, or you don't think you're skinny enough, or, I don't know what people have in their mind, or you don't think you're good enough, right? You can release that. And then get to the core of you and know that you are all those things. In fact, you are all those things, and everyone else is as well. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, but you have to be willing to face the stuff that you don't want to face. I do feel that's part of it. The other part is you cultivating stuff that is going to last. And what I mean by that, actually, let me see. Desires. Go after your desires. Go after your inspirations that are going to last. And it's about cultivating that energy, right? And I feel like this is about new projects, new things like that. But I feel like this feels like it's more on the fun side. I don't know what you have achieved, Scorpio. I'm going to be real with you. It kind of feels like you don't need to achieve, or maybe some of you do, right? Need to achieve career-wise. But with that fun being the overall, I got to be real. It's like for you to go after stuff that's fun. And stop going after stuff that's not so fun for you. And that's what I feel like you need to bring more into your life, more of your heart's desire. And I feel like your heart wants some more fun. It wants some more liveliness. A lot of people tend to go after love, but that's not really everlasting, by the way, right? It's about other stuff. I feel like it's about you discovering who am I, what else do I want, and what else, what don't I know about myself? And I feel like it's going to be a very fun journey, but it has to do with fun in general, okay? With that rebellion and that force energy, the message here is to not force things that are not available to you. Can I clarify on that? Sorry, like your energy, I had it all, and it's kind of burning out a little bit. The person's energy that I was channeling, That was real intense. I'm be real with you. That was some real intense energy. Okay. It's telling you not to try to force the fact that you are just virtuous. The message here is to be yourself, right? You know, a lot of this world is like, you gotta be like this, you gotta be like that, or you gotta be the woke culture. They're the most asleep people in the world, right? But I'm telling you to stop trying to force that. Learn to be yourself and learn to understand what you are embodying so that you can then release what you don't want. Actually the low vibration information, and you can start to cultivate the energy that you do. And I feel like it's some of us, you see this a lot in especially in the social media and stuff like that, right? Where everyone's like, I am not this or I'm not that. These are identity grabs from the ego. It's about being more honest. Like it's sure you don't want to be racist, right? Or you don't want to be a prejudice, or you don't want to be I don't know, whatever else you want to fill in the blank, right? But there's parts of you that are that, right? So it's about recognizing, hey, I actually have that inside of me, and what could I do to remove that? What could I do to release that? What could I do to purge that? And it's about you the first step is you stop denying that you have it, right? Most of this world is running on this, by the way, right? On this denial about what they have inside of themselves, right? So they're always pretending I'm not this, in fact I'm this, right? It's just something along those lines. Okay, I hope that made sense. That one's tricky. I may make a post on that. I gotta see. It's just so much work. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Scorpio. Please don't forget to like and take care. Bye, Scorpio. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. So today we're gonna be doing what is your person's next move towards you? So I hope that you're doing well. I want to thank you all for being here. So let's see, Spirit, can you tell me, how does Sagittarius' person currently feel about Sagittarius? I like to get the feelings first, just to really understand why their next move is their next move. Okay, so let's see. What are Sagittarius' person's current feelings? We have the Ten of Pentacles. I heard they feel like you are everything. Everything. The Ace of Cups is at the bottom, by the way. Sorry, it's like my deck is right here. Okay, they feel like it's like you are everything to them with that Ten of Pentacles here. I do feel they see a future with you, a long-term future here. We have the Chariot. You know, it's interesting this is coming through, because it feels like your connection is stalled in some way, shape, or form. Possibly separation. I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty here. And this is someone's like, I see them as my everything, but I don't know how we'll get to that everything. Does that make sense, right? I do feel with that Queen of Pentacles, they definitely see you as very independent, maybe financially secure, or the kind of person that doesn't really like to rely on people. I think that they may gain some sense of worth by what they feel they offer someone that they're with. And what I mean by that is that if you can't accept love, you'll settle for being needed. And it's like that kind of energy, right? This is someone where it's like, they see you as the kind of person that doesn't need anything from them. And since they don't even love themselves, they would try to show up for you in a needy kind of way, right? To give you what you need, but you don't need that either. So it's like, shit, right? Does that make sense? Like, shit, what am I gonna do now? I don't know what to offer them. And it's like, I see them as my everything, but I don't think I am theirs. Ooh, that's so juicy. It's just a juicy little reading we have here. Okay, we have the King of Cups. A lot of love here, by the way, yeah. A lot of passion as well. And with the Page of Cups in its reverse, again, it's like this feeling of what do I want to say with Page of Cups? Sorry, not Page of Cups, Page of Wands. It's like this feeling of like, you know, the candle's been blown out. I don't know, my nose got all stuffy. I might have to activate my Merkaba again. Okay, but it's like definitely this feeling of like the candle's blown out. I don't know how to light it. It kind of, this is interesting because I'm seeing a candle type scenario here, but it's like the candles aren't fresh, right? It's like how to light them again. You know, how to relight it, right? That's what I feel here. I do feel they see you as different than anyone they've ever met. I'm definitely a trailblazer. You kind of do you, right? They see you as someone who is non-conforming, and they love it. It's like, it's real sexy stuff, really. It's not about you. It's about what they think they can offer you and whether or not that's valuable, right? You are everything, but are they yours? And even if you said they were your everything, it doesn't work that way because this person doesn't love themselves, right? And that is actually where it's landing. It don't matter. Some people are like, they're so crazy, or it's like they don't need to do anything. It's not like, you're missing the point. This person got issues, right? They're struggling to find their own self-worth, and I feel like they've always done it by giving a lot. Maybe money, I don't know, it's hard to say, but they always gave a lot to their connections in an attempt to make them feel like they were worthy of that connection. But you don't need anything. So it's like, shit, what am I going to do now, right? You know, it's what I can give, they got it. And they got, and so I don't have anything to give. And it's like this person feels like they're very insecure now. So that's interesting. I wonder what the next move is going to be towards you. Definitely a lot of love here. Sagittarius. A lot to love. What does Sagittarius is what is Sagittarius' person's next move towards Sagittarius? Let's see. Okay, what is Sagittarius' person's move towards Sagittarius? We have the Magician. Yeah, they're definitely trying to manifest you real good. I do feel this person is gonna come in and not really think things through. I do feel when they think things through, they tend to not act. I feel like they're definitely gonna have their heart wall up. A very strong heart wall this person has. That heart wall goes up all the time. I was doing private readings and I was taking people's egos down and their heart wall, but that heart wall kept popping up and I was like, what the fuck? But that heart wall is real difficult. But I do feel this person is going to have their heart wall up. They're going to be very detached when they do this. I do feel this is someone who's not expecting you to want them. And I'm not saying like necessarily it has to be, right? It has to be romantic. But I mean in any sense, right? This is someone who wonders if you want them in any sort of sense. And it's like, I'm not gonna, I guess it's kind of, what am I seeing? Sorry, it's like, you know, I don't know what show this is. Maybe it's from True Blood, right? Where it's like they made a heart into a pie, or shepherd's pie maybe? I don't know what the pie was. Or cherry pie, and then they ate it, like, oh, it's so good, right? And it was like, what is, I'm sorry, it's funny, but it's like, what is this? This is someone who's not going to put their heart out like that, basically. They're just not going to let you eat it, right? They don't want you to eat their heart, so they're definitely going to have their heart up, but I do feel this person is going to be taking action towards you. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. They struggle with self-worth a lot. I got to be honest with you, a lot of self-worth, but they are coming in. I do feel this person doesn't, they are going to give you everything that they have to offer, right? But again, they're not anticipating much success with that. You know, maybe you're not going to be interested in them in that sense, and or it's just not enough. This is someone who doesn't feel like you have enough to offer them. They don't feel like you have a, no, sorry, they don't feel like they have enough to offer you. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. But it's like, I like, for a second, I like days. I was in the Akashic records right before your reading. I was getting upgrades, and I like got a daze, and I dazed into it, but I closed my records anyway. But it's just funny. I was in it for like 40 minutes anyway. But with that justice here, that truth, they're gonna tell you the truth. I do feel this person is going to be very clear about the fact that they don't think they have much. It's not about, like, even if you accepted what they had and said, oh, it's plenty, there's the insecurity is still going to be there. It's like a temporary band-aid. It would always come up, right? And that's what people tend to not get, right? You know, you can literally heal that, release that, and that's funny. So I did bring up what I was in the Akashic. I was releasing low vibrational information and upgrading. I do it both at one time, and that's low vibrational information. Like, this person feels like they're not worthy, but they're divine. They're perfect, right? And this is someone who doesn't see themselves that way. It's crazy, right? But most of this world is that way. So let's get some more. Spooky, tell me, what is this person's next move towards Sagittarius? I drew a blank. I'm like, who? What sign is this? What sign? Okay, what is this person's next move towards Sagittarius? Let's see. We have abundance. That's interesting. Yeah. I do feel they want to give you abundance, opulence, yeah. It's like they're gonna give you the offer that ends all offers. Soulmates, yeah. I gotta be real. It's like they want to give you the kind of offer that ends all offers. They definitely are. They could be some of you. You know, they could be thinking that you have other offers or other people that may want you. I mean, they would be utterly shocked if that's. I honestly, I don't. This person wouldn't believe you anyway if you said no, but. They just want to make sure, yeah, protected. It's like that they sweeten the deal that anyone who you are considering that you would just cast aside, basically. Does that make sense? It's like, if they're seeing anyone else, right, I want to make sure that I'm the only one safety. Told you, it's exactly what it feels like to me. It's like if they're seeing anyone else, it's like I want to make sure that they don't, right? I do feel this person is going to be forcing their way, you know, and it's like cock blocking kind of thing. But I saw like someone putting their foot in the door when you're trying to close it to just read. It's like I don't think that's literal, but it's more in a sense like I just want to get my foot in the door and I really want to make my case. And I hope it leads me to the happiness. I do feel this person is going to try to make you very happy. I'm in and out of the bedroom. But with that protected and that safety, they're gonna make you lots of promises with this offer as well. A lot of promises. You know, I'll do this, I'll do that. I won't do this. Some stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're gonna do that. They're gonna attempt to make you feel safe. This is compensating for the fact that they don't feel safe to do this. Why? They struggle with self-worth, right? So they're trying, it's like that, it's what people do, right? You know, it's, you feel the most insecure and you want everyone to feel confident, right? It's one of those scenarios. And I feel like this is someone who is definitely in that. They're gonna try to make you feel safe. They are gonna promise a lot. I feel like they will back up those promises, though, that's for sure. However, it's there. It's always going to be until they release that low vibrational information, and it's actually how it is, right? You know, because it surrounds our all of our chakras, right? The energy points that we have in our body, those like those focal points, right? You know, it surrounds every single one of the chakras, right? The low vibrational information. I was actually releasing my low vibrational information with my solar plexus. I'm working my way down. Right, and I was releasing that, and it was a bunch of stuff coming up. It was just so much, so many memories, so many weird triggers and stuff like that, right? I feel the same. See, they don't know if you do. You know, that's the case, right? I feel like this person, they're really gonna try to prove to you that they are worthwhile. Try and try again. I did see something about relighting a candle. I did really get that. Ask and you shall receive. Anything you want from this person, what they're telling you is all you gotta do is ask for it and they'll do it. This feels like it's like, you know, you ask them to fix things around your house. They will do it because they feel so insecure, right? Don't give up. Don't give up on us. They're trying to get you or convince you to keep them, right? Keep them. We have You're Incredible. Do you know that? This has been obvious the whole time. The whole time has been this. This is the message, isn't it, right? But the real obvious, this person sees you as incredible. It's themselves that they don't. And it plays a role in all of this. This is someone where, it, you know, it's, you can go ahead and like, think, well, oh, they'll do more, right? To try to prove themselves. This is horrible to be okay with that. No one should be okay with that. But it would always manifest in other ways as well. This person would have easy triggers. They'll need you to constantly stroke their ego. You get where I'm going with that. That's what you have here. This is the kind of person you're gonna be dealing with. I'm not saying you're saying yes or no. I'm just saying, right? But it's important to get that. It's, you know, they may be compensating for that. For what their perceived deficiencies, but it's not just going to be that. There's always going to be other stuff, and it has to do with triggers and needing to get their ego stroked, and constantly trying, honestly, being catered to, right? You're going to constantly be dealing with that because this person's struggling right now, and they're going to keep struggling until they heal. So all I'm saying is, you know, you want this person, okay, you do you, but make sure that you help them understand how to heal. You can't make them heal stuff, right? You have to, but most people don't know that. Most people don't know that you can actually release low vibrational information. Like, you know that, right? Nothing is set in stone. I do feel this person, has no idea where you're going to land. Basically, you are my soulmate. Again, a soulmate energy coming through, very strong. They made me do it. I do feel this person, there's actually that 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups again. I do feel with that they made me do it energy. This is someone where they're definitely, I feel like there is some things that this person is not taking accountability for just yet. I think this is a healing issue. It's kind of what the thing is, right? You rocked my world, and very soon they're coming in very soon to rock your world. And there is actually realize very soon is reversed. That's interesting. I don't know if I flipped it on accident. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it there like that. I do feel that this has kind of been something they've been wanting to do for quite some time, but they haven't had the courage to do it. I'm too young to settle down, and I wish I made better choices. I do feel when this person was younger, they would make choices that led to long-term commitments or something that they hoped would, and they became very wary about that because they realized that love hurts. Also, they realized that they're usually pretty triggered when it comes to love in general, right? Because of all the insecurities that they're riddled with. I do feel like this is someone where they've taken a long pause in relationships or in serious relationships because they needed some time to reflect. I do feel they have done some type of healing now, but I knew it. I told you you were gonna deal with that. I knew you were gonna deal with that though, right? They have a really big trigger when it comes to you having other options or a perception of that. Like this is the kind of person that You knew. I imagine you would know, but that they were gonna be like that. But that's obviously was always gonna be the case. Insecure people act jealous. That's the point. It is what they do. All right, let's get your guidance now, Sagittarius. Let's get the guidance for Sagittarius. This one. Okay, we have the power of community. This actually has to do with being more mindful about who you surround yourself with. Also make sure that the people that you're connected to, are in alignment with you. So I don't know why I keep bringing up the Akashic. You may want to look into that. But when I was in the Akashic records, and that's what I was seeing. I was getting because they give me while they're doing the upgrades, I do ask stuff, but I saw the world, and this is actually how the world looked, but it was more like white light, but it was connections and those dots. That's what I kept seeing. And I saw the Earth's vibration, and that it was growing exponentially, but there was pieces that weren't there, right? Or they weren't fully formed. And my message, I don't know why that's coming through, but it's what it came through. I feel like I know what it's saying. You may want to look into leveling up or upgrading. You can do it through the Akashic records or activating your Merkaba, right? Either of those, actually, both actually would be best. It's going to be beneficial for you, but you may want to look into upgrading yourself. The Earth is constantly evolving. If you ever notice that crystals these days are really popular, and the reason for this is Earth is evolving at a rapid pace. So when people pick up crystals now, if your vibration or your evolution is behind Earth, a crystal is very beneficial, right? If your evolution is ahead of Earth, crystals don't really work, right? My message to you is look at the impact that some crystals have on you, and the greater the impact that they have, the more room to grow you have. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, but definitely with that preparations come to fruition and that bold step forward, the message that I'm getting here is that you need to look at how your community may be holding you back from going after stuff that you want to go after. And again, this is about you making sure that the people around you resonate with. And I know that that's very difficult sometimes. For some people, right? They're always holding on. You think loyalty is where it's at. No, none of us come here to be loyal to anyone. In fact, it's probably the most destructive things on this planet. Is loyalty, right? Because everyone's constantly prolonging all of their growth by holding on to people, places, things that have outlived their expiration date. And it's like, I think of like milk. Like if you drink milk and it expired like a month ago, it wouldn't be it would actually be sick, right? And the message to you is that that's what's happening to your energy. When you are not allowing better people, better connections to come into your life, you're sickening yourself energetically wise, right? And that's actually been the message. Have you noticed that? It's funny. With that Woodwives and that Limitless Skies, the message here as well the higher vibration you are, the better equipped you are, the more possibilities you're gonna have, and that is the case. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there, Sagittarius. I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to like and take care. Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you. But what we're going to start off with is what are your person's current feelings for you. So I hope you're doing well. I want to thank you all for being here. So let's see, Spirit. What are Capricorn's person's current feelings for Capricorn? Capricorn's person's current feelings for Capricorn. Let's see. Seven of Cups in its reverse. I do feel this person chooses you, but there's something about like other offers, other opportunities, maybe in their life. Hold on, I probably have to pull a clarifier from. Let me pull it really quick. Judgment, yes. This person would choose you in a heartbeat, but I do feel there are a lot of people involved here in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're on your end or their end. There is a feeling here of it's like, if only it were that easy. Does that make sense? Like, if only it were that easy, the King of Cups. I do feel this person has really serious feelings for you. Really serious. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah. And then we have the King of Swords in its reverse. They're definitely in analysis paralysis with that King of Swords in its reverse, but they're lacking some sort of clarity. What clarity is it? The Empress. Oh, whether you want them. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see this now. So I don't know if this is the case or not, but they definitely feel that it absolutely is. That you have a lot of offers, that you have a lot of people you're talking to, that you have a lot of people that are interested in you. And it's like, well, I have this heart of gold, and I can't, and I don't know if they want it. Does that make sense? It's like I have all this love to give, but I don't know if this person wants it. I don't know if this person's open to it. I don't know if they are, if they would even consider it, and if the other offers that they have are better than mine, right? This is someone where it's like they don't know if you want them. They don't know if you're open to them, and it's because of what they think. Is it the truth? The Star. I feel like they're definitely checking your social media. It's not giving them clarity though, basically, with the Star in its reverse, right? Whether or not you do have other offers, but there is a big assumption here. And they could be making an ass out of themselves, or they may not be. But they're definitely assuming that you have other offers. And it's like, oh, I see them as my everything. I see them as perfect. I have so much love for them. But what the hell? They have all these people around them, and this is someone. It's like they honestly. There's a little bit of like I don't think my offer is good enough. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think my offer is good enough. I don't think I have enough to sway them in my direction. And it's interesting because the way that census came through as an image, right, was the current. It's like they're trying to suck you into their current, or you know what I mean? Like they want to pull you into their current, and just I don't know, just take you with them. I guess I don't know, it's just like that. But with that Four of Wands in its reverse, they feel like they can't get to you because of these offers, or because of their own mind. I think it's their mind, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, there it is. Just the Justice and the Page of Swords in its reverse. I think it's their mind. A lot of, it's funny, I was doing a bunch of private readings over the weekend. Yeah, over the weekend. And it's, people are like, oh, this is a problem, this is a problem. And I'm like, these aren't actual problems. You just don't want to find solutions. I think that's what we have here, right? They tell themselves, oh, these problems are so big. You just don't want to figure it out, right? You don't want to because you're scared as fuck, right? And that's what we have here, right? It's that energy where they're so scared. It's like they see these obstacles as impossible, like mission impossible. It's not mission impossible. You can figure this out if you wanted to. But see, the thing is, they don't want to because they're scared, right? They're scared that you're going to just say no in the end. That's crazy. So I wonder what their offer is going to, or sorry, the next move is going to be to you. But that's what we have, right? It's an interesting thing. Interesting message. So can you tell me, what is Capricorn's person's next move towards Capricorn? We have the Empress. This is not a good energy. This is a wait phase, right? They're waiting for the idea. I do feel they've gotten plenty of ideas about how they should go about things to fix things with you. But they're just wasting time, right? I do feel here with that. with that Seven of Pentacles. Look at that, Judgment reverse. It's like the worst card, and then King of Pentacles makes all that makes sense. Okay, so this person is trying to wait for this idea that is going to spark them up so that they know they're going to get success. But there are times when we have that, right? Where like, I just know that's going to get me a win, right? Because, well, it's more set in stone. This is your free will. This person is never going to get that feeling because your free will can go either way. Does this make sense? This is someone who is waiting for the ideas to come in to problem solve, but I think they come in constantly. This person, at the end of the day, doesn't want to figure out how to make a move towards you with all the problems that they are perceiving. And I feel like what they think is that you have a lot of offers. Right, that you have a lot of people who are interested in you. This is someone where they're definitely thinking that you're going to break their heart. They may have broken yours for some of you as well. I'm going to leave it there. But with that Judgment and that Hierophant in its reverse, this person isn't, it's like they're refusing to answer the call, right? That inspiration, that idea, even their heart, like they're refusing to answer that. I do feel this person with that Hierophant is going to keep doing what they've been doing for the next move towards you, right? With that Hierophant energy, whatever they've done constantly, right? Basically, the last month or two, I see my guide saying 3 months, right? Whatever they've been doing for the last 3 months, they're going to keep doing it because it doesn't, and I also want to say it like this, it doesn't endanger them, right? It doesn't put them at risk, and they can tell themselves, I don't have solutions, I just can't, right? It was like when I was doing those private readings, so funny, I was just like, these aren't actual problems. Like I said, I was like, these aren't problems. If you wanted to find solutions, you can find them, right? In fact, I can give you some right now, but it's like, people don't want to. They want to, like, this is this is that, this is that. It's like, I just can't figure it out. Okay. Alrighties, right? It's like, okay, alrighties. Like, what do you, you don't seem to want to figure it out. That's on you, right? With that Temperance here and that King of Pentacles, they're becoming very impatient though. But they're having faith nonetheless. That their faith is keeping them in this cycle with that Temperance, in its reverse, right? It's like, it's been however long it's been, and it's the faith that they have has kept them stuck in a bit of the same cycle over and over again, which I think is very interesting. So let's see, Spirit. Okay, what is Capricorn's person's next move towards Capricorn? What is Capricorn's person's next move towards Capricorn? We have open, loving. Again, they have a lot of love for you, Capricorn, but this person feels like it's just not good enough. We have nature, okay. We have nurturing, and we have zealous, okay. Bound's going to be desire. So this person definitely has a lot of desire for you, but they definitely do not have any desire to break their heart, right? Or to just put their heart into a pie and then you eat it, right? They're not looking for that. I don't know if that was for Sagittarius. I forgot what maybe I actually think that was for Sagittarius. Anyway, it was like a True Blood reference, but this is someone where there's like, I'm not looking to, hand someone my heart to get it beat down on, basically. What they're going to do is be open to you, and also be open to any signs and synchronicities or messages or ideas that they get, but it doesn't matter. Can I get a clarifier? Will they act if they get a good one? Rebirth. Yeah, I guess they would, right? But I feel like they have been. At least, I think that's what they tell themselves, basically, right? They tell themselves that they would rebirth the situation if they got a real good idea about how to make a move towards you, right? It's like hubris, like, no, hubris is not the right word. Delusion, right? Delusional, right? It's that, right? It's that kind of energy. I do feel with that nature and that nurturing, they are this is a very self-focused me energy. It's the Empress right there. Over and over again, basically, right? I'm gonna take care of myself and hope and have faith and be open to the situation coming back together. But again, this is that energy of impatience coming through yet again with that zealous, right? This is someone who is becoming very impatient about how long it's taking, growing. Yeah. They are growing. They are trying to heal. I do feel this person is being very self-focused, but it is the case. It's not that it's not necessarily. However, it's not it's like I have nothing else to do. Does that make sense? So I might as well grow. I hope that makes sense to all of you. It's just like, that's what we got here. I have nothing else to do. I might as well just grow. I might as well just heal. I might as well just reflect, basically. So let's get some of these. Spirit, can you tell me channel messages from this person? It's reversed. I'm not sorry, and it's reversed. They are sorry, but they don't want to tell you just yet. They want. It's not that they're not gonna tell you. They just don't want to be the first one to do it. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, I don't want to be the first one to do it. It's reversed as well. It starts from you. I do feel this person knows that they're gonna have to say sorry first, and they also know that they're gonna have to make the first move. This is someone where there's a lot of recognition that it's gonna have to be them. It's a lot of pressure, especially for someone in this much receptive energy, to be the one to make the first move. I do feel if they were in the reverse, like the Empress reverse, they would be chasing after you, but they're not, right? This is the reverse as well. Heal yourself first. I told you. They are healing themselves right now. It's like, I have nothing else to do. I might as well just heal myself. And then we have stop asking. I do feel this person has been, at least at one point, was asking for this to come back together and stuff like that, but they've stopped asking, right? They're not more open, but it's kind of left this person a little bit of it's like they've surrendered, right? When in fact, if they want things to change, it's like surrendering things you have no control over. All of us have to do, but they have control, do they not? They can take action that they feel called to take, but they won't. They're surrendering that. So it's an interesting energy to come through, right? For the rest of my life, they see a beautiful, beautiful future between you and them. However, it's like, I don't know if they see one with me. That's interesting. Interesting energy to come through. So freaking tell me, channel messages for Capricorn. What does this person want to say to Capricorn? What does this person want to say to Capricorn? Ace of Pentacles. They see you as valuable, but they want to start a new start here. I do feel this person definitely wants a new start with you. Let's see. Okay, we have them. We have samesies. I'm coming. Yeah. And the Ace of Wands. Interesting. The balance going to be make you jealous. I do feel this person is very jealous about all the offers that you have. They may be attempting to get your attention in some way, shape, or form. With that samesies here, they definitely know that they're gonna have to make the first move, but they're just not sure if you feel the same. And I don't know why they are so uncertain about that. But they are. I do feel this person is coming to make a move towards you, and they definitely recognize that they have to be the one to initiate things. But it's like they keep putting it off. It's like they're kicking it down the road, basically. Why? They don't want to listen to their heart. I feel like it's interesting because I feel like they've gotten messages, right? Ideas, inspiration to do something, but they never really listen. It's interesting. I think that's crazy, but people do that all the time. It's like you don't want to listen to your internal guidance, right? You don't want to find solutions, and that's what's going on with this person. So Spirit, can you tell me, what is the guidance for Capricorn? Like, what is the guidance for Capricorn? We have initiation. That's interesting. We have eye the needle, intentionality. We have fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. And then we have laid land, ancestral wisdom, and that dream thief. The message here is to start initiating some stuff in your life that you feel called to go after. This actually has to do with dreams and aspirations that you have for yourself. Whether it's love related or purpose related. It feels like it's purpose related if you ask me, but I'll leave it there. I do feel with that initiation, the message is that it's one step at a time, one day at a time. And you don't have to see the entire staircase or even know where it's going to end, but you follow that inspiration, you follow your heart, right? That heart calling, and you take that leap, right? And you make that move. I do feel here as well, the message is for you to start clearing things out of your life, healing it, right? Whatever is not working or whatever is actually blocking you from success, right? If you really want success, you need to be raised, you need to have razor sharp focus. And the message here is what is in your life that is a distraction that you don't need to have. So it could be TV, social media, dating sites as well. Like, I don't know what people do, but you know, whatever kind of distraction that you have, it's like, these are just distractions. Like, you can live without it, right? So the message here is anything you can live without, cut it out of your life so that you can actually make fast progress with that, right? With that fortune's wheel, luck and right timing, that lay to land ancestral wisdom, the message here as well is now is the time, right? You know, there also may be an ancestral hand-me-down and karma clearing that you need to do, especially if you're having trouble bringing in more money, even if you are working a lot. Like, that's a blockage there. So I will take a look. You can get that through an Akashic record reading, a karma clearing. So I'll leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch your sun and moon and your rising of Venus, and take care. Bye. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be doing what is your person's next move towards you? Sorry, I just have like these cards right there. Anyway, but what we're going to start off with is how do they currently feel about you? It really does help me understand and help you understand why their next move is their next move. So let's see. How does Aquarius' person currently feel about Aquarius? There's a lot of regret. I do feel this person wants to own up to something. I don't know if hiding feelings is it, but it feels like it's something along the lines of hiding something. But we'll see, we'll see. How does this person currently feel about, yeah, I told you. I had a feeling. I just felt that come through. It's like, shit, I want to own up to that. Like, I want to say sorry. I want to speak my truth. I don't know. There's some kind of regret here, some kind of shame here, some kind of remorse. I do feel this is someone, you know, I guess it's important to know, I don't know, it's what's coming through, that they absolutely, unequivocally have made the decision that they will say sorry. They just don't know when. Okay? They just don't know when. I don't know when I'll do it, but I will do it. It could take decades. It could take weeks. I don't know, right? You get where I'm going with this. Like, I have made the choice that I'm going to say sorry. I will apologize. With the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Your mouth is like really watery for some reason. I think they have a lot they have to get off. They have a lot they have to say is what I mean. That's what it feels like to me. And then we have the Ten of Wands, yes. You are the burden that they carry with them nonetheless. It's like baggage. You know, when I say Ten of Wands is reverse, it's like honestly kind of like picking up your bags and moving. Sometimes they may feel like you moved on very quickly. They have not moved on from you. This is someone where they definitely see a lot of potential and growth between you and them. I do feel your goals. I don't know what this is. Sorry, this is like something that people used to say. It's like, oh, relationship goals or something like that. It's some kind of goal. Anyway, but they see you as a goal, as something that could really go all the way, but they want you in their life kind of thing. Like, this is someone with all the choices that they're doing, all the things that they're, you know, I guess all the work that they're doing. Oh, I see. All the work that they're doing on themselves. It's the goal to have you, right? It doesn't mean they'll unnecessarily get you, and especially with this kind of like loosey goosey time frame that this person seems to be, I guess, embracing, right? This is someone where it's like, I know I will say sorry. I know I will apologize. I know I will make my peace with them, but I just don't know when. But everything that they're doing is like, it's with the intention of saying sorry to you, is what I mean. I do feel that Chariot energy and that Ten of Wands, they haven't gotten over the situation or landed on their feet like you have. This is someone who sees you as the kind of person that recovered from the situation faster than they did. Sorry, I had to pause it, Aquarius. Like, my mouth was just so watery. I just ate a banana, and I was like, I thought I could just not brush my teeth, but I needed to brush my teeth anyway. I do feel like this is someone who is growing, but they feel like you grew faster than they did, and it's like, you know, like a rainforest bottom, you know, like barely any stuff grows there because there's no sunlight, right? So when there is a little sunlight, you have to grow really fast. This is someone who sees you as someone who's outshined them and who has outgrown them, and they're waiting for light to come their way so that they can actually catch up to you or grow just as big as you. But again, it's like it's competitive, right? There's barely any light on the sun. No, there's barely any light on the rainforest floor, right? There's no sunlight there. That's what I feel. I hope you get that imagery. This is what I'm getting. With that Hermit energy in its reverse, I do feel this is someone who feels isolated from you, right? They feel apart from you, and they don't like that very much. Can I get a clarifier? What do they regret? Two of Swords. They regret all that they didn't see. I do feel this person now sees what they were missing. Yes, they now see what they were missing, but they couldn't see it in the past. And it's like, this is someone who feels like a fool, right? They feel like an idiot, right? It's like hindsight 2020, but that's actually how it is, right? These are karmic cycles, obviously, right? We cannot see the structure of our karmic cycle until they complete. So we have to, it's like we only get it with distance. And this is someone who they don't fathom why they missed this. And it feels like it was a pretty big thing to miss, but, right? I feel like it was a pretty big thing to miss, and they don't understand why they got it wrong. So let's keep going. Spirit, can you tell me, what is Aquarius' person's next move towards Aquarius? Yes, what is Aquarius' person's next move towards Aquarius? Their feelings for you are interesting energy to come through. What are Aquarius' person's current, what is Aquarius' person's next move towards Aquarius, please? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. We have just, the Nine of Swords, okay. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. Whatever Aquarius' person's next move, this was the first one, the Seven of Cups. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in its reverse. And balance going to be Strength in its reverse. I do feel this person, every time they think about making a move towards you, it still freaks them out. And I get the feeling, it's been a long time since you talked to this person, where it's like, are you really that freaked out by all of this? But they really are. It's a nervousness. There's also frustration with the fact that they haven't made a move towards you as well. So it's like a double whammy. I'm scared as fuck about facing Aquarius, yet I'm very frustrated with myself about not facing Aquarius because I don't seem to be strong enough to do it. There's a bit of like, it feels like it's I feel like if you were to take one of these pieces at a time, it kind of makes sense, but to have them both, right? It's like these feel like they're contradicting, but they're not. We're multidimensional, obviously, but it's like I want to make a move towards them now. In fact, I feel like I should have done it a long time ago, and they really want to, but they get so nervous, and then they get frustrated with themselves that they can't do it, and it's like. This is someone where they're stuck in a bit of a cyclical cycle here. How many times have they gone through it? The 6 times at least. I see this person going through 6 different cycles of this over and over again, where they think about making a move towards you, but they always they back away from it, like they lack conviction. This is something that they keep doing regularly, but they're not. It's like they can never really. That that point of no return, right? They never really make it to that point, right? Where it's like, I guess I would describe this as like, you have your phone up and you hit call, right? And it's like, even if you hit cancel, they're gonna still get the missed call. Does that make sense? Like it's like the point of no return, right? Where it's like, I did it, so I have to just follow through. This is someone where they can never really get themselves to that threshold. And that's what I'm seeing here. I do feel with that Nine of Cups in its reverse, they're very unsatisfied with the way that things are between you and them. And their next move is to try to bring things more into alignment, but they don't believe in themselves, nor do they think that they can handle, I feel rejection, or just, it's like fumbling. I'm seeing a football scenario, maybe football significant to someone, but when the football player is, and I do in American football, where they grab it with the hands, right? And it's so close to having it, right? You know what I'm talking about? That scene where it's like, I'm so close, and it just slips, like they could not handle them doing that to themselves, right? Where it's like they almost had it and it just falls anyway because they weren't fast enough. That's that feeling here that's coming through. Like they couldn't. It's like they truly couldn't accept that or I maybe swallow that. I don't know how to phrase that, but that's just the imagery I got, where it's just like, hey, I will be damned if I come in and then I just fumble it up too, right? This is someone with a lot of limits, I feel, right? A lot of things that are keeping this person stuck. And this is the case for a lot of people. People always do this. Like, I want things like this, or I want things like that. Or I want things to be perfect before I do something. Yeah, good luck, right? Good luck with that, right? And it's like all of us have to learn to take the action when we feel called to take the action. This is someone who has been called again and again and again to take actions towards you, and yet they can never quite make it. It's interesting. This is a juicy little reading we have here. So, Spirit, can you tell me, what is Aquarius' person's next move towards Aquarius? What is Aquarius' person's next move towards Aquarius? Let's see. We have a reconnect. Yeah, they want to. They really do, and I know that it feels like they want to like a lot. And I know it seems like that's not the case because they're taking so long, but it's like there's just that other side of it, right? Zealous, independent. They want to feel good when they make a move towards you as well, right? They want to feel like they are confident and sure, opulence. It's like they want to feel like they have a lot to offer too, and that's lovely. But these are perfect world scenarios. If we lived in a perfect world, then it wouldn't be challenging for us, would it? Right? And this is the point, is it not? It's the point is to pull your confidence from something else. The point is to it's to face your fear as well, right? You know, it's something along those lines. We have here together and learning. I do feel this person, and again, they really want they want you in their life. They really do. And there is a strong desire for that. Yet at the same time, it's equally matched by a fear. It's interesting. It's just real interesting to come through because it's both, and we are multi-dimensional beings that have multi-dimensional opinions, right? And like there's a part of them that would just die for you, right? And there's a part of them that's scared to death to face you. It's both. That's it. With that wanderlust and that authentic, they are still finding themselves. That's why they're still in self-development. I'm seeing that, but it's like they haven't. What they're searching for when they're going inside is courage. It's funny. Right? They're searching for courage. It's what they haven't found, though, right? And they're struggling to find that courage, and that's really interesting. I just saw 11:11 on the camera, and that's all about a new beginning, right? A new beginning, a new cycle. So, Spirit, can you tell me, what does this person want to say to Aquarius? These are we have ask and you shall receive in its reverse. They are not ready to hear that answer from you, period, right? Don't give up on us in its reverse. This is someone who they feel like you have given up on them. I told you. It's like they feel like you've recovered very quickly. You seem to be over the situation very easily. And it's like, to a point, this person loves that you weren't held back by the situation. At least it's how they see it, right? Are for very long. Yet at the same time, there's another part of them that's very angry at the fact that you were able to get over it. Doesn't mean it's like I hope you get where this is going. It's both, right? I'm grateful that they are making moves in their life and that they're achieving a lot. Yeah, I can't stand the fact that that's what's happening. We can have both opinions, right? And we have to make sure that we're honoring both sides, right? I love this world. It's like you have to be good, you have to be virtuous. That's virtuous sins, right? These are just artificial constructs made by humans, right? It's about recognizing that we have both in us and we have to learn to heal, right? We have to learn to honor both parts. You know, it's not about denying one side because it's wrong, right? There's just no such thing as wrong. And I feel like this is someone where it's like they're having a hard time fathoming the complexities of themselves, right? This is someone who recognizes that you should be moving forward. They haven't done anything. And at the same time, they can't stand it. It's crazy, but it is what it is. Don't trust everything you hear in this reverse. This person has no other choice but to trust everything that they hear because they're not talking to you. Interesting. And we have I miss you. Interesting in its reverse. Or sorry, upright. And then we have this is reverse. This doesn't feel right in its reverse. It's like I don't know how to make it feel right, right? I don't know how to fix things. And I was doing a bunch of private readings over the weekend. And that was like a theme that kept coming through for all the readings. It's always like that, by the way. And if these people are like, I can't find solutions to my problems. I'm just like, you don't want to, right? And that's the truth of it, isn't it, right? And this is someone where it's like their solutions are quite easy, but it's not. It's they don't like the solutions that they're getting. They don't. It's like it doesn't make them feel comfortable, so they're just dismissing it entirely. That's what people do, by the way. It's oh, I wait for something else. Good luck. You'll spend the rest of your life waiting. Right? Can I get some channel messages? Okay. We have solar plexus chakra, identity, ego. Yeah, trigger center. I do feel this person is very triggered by you. They are very triggered by you. We have here as well, the Eight of Wands, I'm too young to settle down. They feel like you've moved forward like that. Right? And they are still gestating. They're still working on themselves. This is someone, it's like you grew faster than they did, and it makes them feel insecure. Yeah, they're proud. It's obviously it's always going to be both, right? We have so many choices, so little time. I do feel here this person feels like they're running out of time to make that choice. And then we have the heart chakra. They do want to tell you how they feel, right? There's a lot of regret and remorse and shame here. And then we have the third eye chakra with you're too beautiful for words. This person may be trying to telepathically connect to you in an attempt to get you to hear their thoughts because they're having trouble saying it in person. Ace of Pentacles. I do feel this person wants to start again with you though. That it's like it's not I want to start with them. It's like I really want to start something with them. It's like there's a lot of like there's a lot backing that statement up is what I mean by that. There's a lot backing that statement up, and yet they can't move. Crazy. Let's get your guidance now. Can I get the guidance please for Aquarius? We have falling angels, spiritual narcolepsy. The message is to make sure that you are going after your happiness right now. We have willing to reconciliation. Also, make sure that you are forgiving anyone and anything that's holding you back. Remember, that's actually how most of our karma, almost all of it, is formed. Actually, it's not all of it. It's, some of it's disappointments as well, right? Trauma, right, that we go through. That's what karma really is. It's from the past that we never healed, right? You know, a lot of us have a lot of these karmic or ancestral hand-me-downs inside of us that are holding us back like you would not believe. The message here is to go within and start to heal these things and start to clear out these things that are no longer fit for purpose. I do feel but it's also telling you to start with this life as well. Make sure that you are forgiving everyone and everything that is holding you back because it's holding you prisoner. I do feel with that group think. Hello, sir. I don't know if you always come to your reading, Aquarius. Some names he just hears a lot and he just needs to come for it. Okay, sir. Anyway, with that group think, that mindful, the message here is to stop thinking about other people and start thinking about yourself and what it is that you want. I do feel you may be too, I don't want to say considerate, but you may take other people's opinion like it's equally as valid as yours when it comes to your life. The message here is to do you. Go after what you want. Also, it's also about being more mindful about the fact that you have multiple opinions about one's topic, right? You're not just like, this is how I feel only. Does that make sense? Like, if someone hurt you, I have compassion for them because I know that they were going through a lot. Sure, I'm sure you do have compassion for them. I would be shocked if you didn't. However, it still doesn't change the fact that this person fucking broke your heart. So guess what? You also have pain and you're angry at them. So it's about making sure that you're being more honest about the fact that you have both in you, right? And this is this person's biggest issue. And I feel like you may be struggling with that as well. And again, going after what you want. The message here as well is to make sure you are working on your ego and on making sure your ego steps aside. And what I do is I ask my ego lovingly to step aside and I move it with my hands. Visually see it and move it so that it can stay out of your way, so you can start to see situations for what they really are rather than what your ego is trying to convince you of, right? So that's all I got for you, Aquarius. I want to thank you for being here. Sorry about the beginning. I had like banana mouth anyway. And yeah, take care, Aquarius, and bye. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. So my cat is here. He came in for Aquarius's reading. So he's still here. I can't do anything about that. But what we're going to be asking today is, what is your person's next move towards you? But what we're going to be doing first is, how do they currently feel about you? So how does Pisces' person currently feel about Pisces? How does Pisces' person currently feel about Pisces? Let's see. Let's look at this. Let's see. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. They find it very sexy. I do feel this person is absolutely magnetized towards you, but they feel like you have a lot of power over them. You definitely, there's something about your energy or how you look. I feel like it's a combo, really, that seems to draw this person in, and they feel a bit like a moth to a flame when it comes to you. With the Three of Wands reversed. Interesting. So this is crazy, but I have to say it like this. They see you in some respect like a lesson. And what I mean by that is, like, I guess maybe a lesson in strength or a lesson in discipline. I know this sounds crazy, but it's just what I'm getting, right? This is someone who sees you as like so sexy, so beautiful, so attractive that it's like they need to learn to resist it in order for them to have more power. Sorry, he says he real crazy. Oh, Pisces. Okay. He's going to town on his baby self. Okay. We also have the Empress. I told you. It's like, how they feel about you is like you have all of it. And it's kind of like you there's like a kind of phrases. I think this person is power hungry. And what I mean by that is, like, they like to stay in control. They like to feel like they're that they're in sorry, he's like really distracting me. They like to stay in control. They like to feel like they're the ones that has all the power. But when they're around you, you do, right? Like the things you say, it's kind of like when you see someone asking for someone for something, right? And they give it because their heart melts. You do this to this person. You make this person's heart melt. You also make you make them wet as well, and all that good stuff, right? This is someone who's really attracted to you. And it's like, it's a combo. It's not just one, it's both. And it feels like you have a lot of power, a lot of sway over them. And they see that as like, well, I need to learn to resist this. I need to learn to fight this, right? Why are they fighting it? The Fool. Oh, this is someone where it's like, they want to be free, right? But this person may have been non-committal for a lot of you as well, or the kind of person that wanted to be be without a commitment. And let's get one more for how they currently feel. Oh, we have two. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles reversed. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles upright. And then we have the Seven of Cups as the overall. They see a lot of possibilities with you, Pisces. A lot. Like an unusual amount. And this is someone who sees you as very stunning, very sexy, right? With that King of Pentacles in its reverse, though, They kind of see you a little bit like you're always trying to get your way. Like this, you may have wanted more consistency with them, especially with the energy that they're presenting in. I see someone here who is trying to fight your connection. In fact, they looked at you like a challenge. How can I resist this? How can I keep this from impacting me? How can I keep them from swaying my opinions and stuff like that, or swaying my, I don't know, myself? And this is someone where it's like you checked all the right boxes and you looked good doing it, and your energy was stunning, that this person was like, it's like, I guess they saw you as a vixen. Is a vixen the right word? I don't know how to, maybe a siren? Vixen, siren? I don't know. Whatever one of those is the one. Anyway, but they saw you as one of those. And it's like, I need to resist this. I need to fight this. And they really did want to give in. That's for sure. They did. But again, it's interesting because the Seven of Cups has some poison stuff, right? Some of this is all like glitter and isn't gold kind of thing, but some of the stuff isn't so good. This is someone where it's like, well, I wonder which one of you are, right? They never really figured it out, essentially. I feel like you have, if you look like, I don't know how to phrase this. If you only checked a few boxes, they can put you in one of these categories, right? But they couldn't put you in a category. They couldn't like fit you in one of these cups. You checked too many different cups out. I feel like you probably have them all on you, right? And this is someone where it's like they never really knew who you were and what they were dealing with, because you were so different. And then by different, I mean you had it all. Like you had all of the pieces, and it's kind of made them scared as well. With that Wheel of Fortune here and the Ace of Pentacles, they saw you as an amazing opportunity. An amazing opportunity. But what if they pick and it's not? Right? And it's interesting. I don't think this person was, it's like they may trust their logic, right? You know that Seven of Cups is, obviously it's cup energy, right? But it's actually choice. You're making a choice based on your head, right? More than your heart. And this is someone where I feel like they were basing their decision, they usually base their decision on who they end up with on their head, and they should have been listening to their heart. But their head couldn't put you in a box because you're boxless. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, sir. Sorry, he jumped on his cat tree and he missed and he had to climb up. Anyways, that's, oh, you okay, baby? All right, so what is Pisces' person's next move towards Pisces? Right on time too, right? What is Pisces' person's next move towards Pisces? So it's interesting that this person is still fighting your connection, right? They still want to. So I guess we'll see. The Knight of Swords reversed. We have the Fool reversed. Interesting. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the Four of Wands upright. Can I get one more? All right, so they definitely are not going to be coming towards you anytime soon. Again, this person, they don't know if you are medicine or poison, I guess. I don't know, what are the opposites? Whatever opposite you want to use, basically. Like, they don't know which one you are. In fact, I feel like you're a bit of both, really. We're all multidimensional beings that have everything, right? This is someone where it's like they're trapped in their head. Again, I told you I saw them in logic, analytical, you know, they're very much their mind. This is someone who's being led by their mind and not their heart. Very difficult. A lot of us have to go through a lot of healing to start to be led by our heart, right? Our heart is what we, it's the one thing you can guarantee, right? Not emotions, heart, right? When it comes to going after stuff, because if you trust your heart, you trust what you love, right? It always leads to truth. And I do feel this is someone who does love you. There is love here, but it's like they don't know what the truth is going to be. I do feel this person's struggling with that as a whole. With that Knight of Swords, that Fool, and an Ace of Cups, every time this person has an overwhelming amount of emotion for you, what they do is they pour it out. They pour their emotions right out into the ocean or something. I'm seeing them just throwing it out like on dirt. That's what I see as the imagery. It's like they just throw it out. They get rid of it. Because if they had too much emotion, then they would feel compelled to move towards you. They would feel compelled to make it real with you. And this person does want to do that. But again, it's like they see you as a challenge, that it's someone that has too much sway over them, and they don't like that very much. Why is this person so hell-bent on having, okay, the reason why this person is so hell-bent on having control is they're in distorted masculine energy, and they need to have that power to feel safe. Two, they have had relationships where it's where it came tumbling down and they got hurt really bad, and they came to the wrong conclusion. Well, I didn't have enough control over the situation, so that's why I got hurt a lot. Does that make sense? This is a defense mechanism. The reason why this person is so much in distorted energies is because of that, of this energy, but also their past experiences. They also may have come from a broken home or something along those lines. I'm kind of seeing that, but it's not going to be for everyone. I'm kind of seeing that though. But that's why this person is like the way that they are. I do feel that Two of Pentacles in reverse, you can expect there not to be much change in your connection going forward with this person as well. So let's see, Spirit, can you tell me, what is this person's next move towards Pisces? What is this person's next move towards Pisces? We have lost in space, needing direction. We have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. They are definitely pouring out their feelings, but they're overwhelmed, basically, by how much you bring to the table. It's like they can't really fit you into a box, and they would love to do that, by the way. We have Fools Embrace, transmuting pain. They are doing healing right now, but this is actually what I picked up already about this person's history. They have to transmute that. That's actually what's a big portion of what's holding them back. There it is as well. Vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. This is someone who needs to get rid of that ego and start to see things for what they really are. We have root growth, this own self. Yeah. These are not action-oriented, basically, cards we have here. We also have hollow bone teachability in its reverse. I do feel this person has a lot to learn when it comes to themselves and what's lurking beneath the surface. I do feel with that root growth of this own self, this person has this own really big portions of themselves. I do feel they may have gotten abandoned as a kid or something. I came from a broken home or have an abandonment wound. It may not just be from this life. It would probably, if they haven't healed it from a past, it would be from a past life if they never healed it. So I see it's coming from somewhere, but I was picking that up already, right? This person has some kind of abandonment issue that makes this person think that they have to maintain control or they'll get abandoned. It's like, I'd rather abandon than be abandoned. Does that mean, yeah, right? Yeah. I'm gonna leave like that. I'd rather abandon someone than be abandoned by them. So this is someone who's always trying to maintain that control. And it's actually just a false perception, right? It's kind of like, I guess I would describe this, I gotta say it like this, but you know when you go to a public bathroom and you're in a stall, you're not safe there, you know what I mean? But it looks safe, doesn't it? Or it makes you feel safe, but it's not safe, is it? Right? It's like that. That's what I feel here. That's the kind of like thing that, it's like this, what this person is doing is it makes them feel safe, but is it really? Of course not. Let's get their channel messages. So we have, how could you be so attractive? I told you, they definitely find you really hot, really attractive, but I already told you that one. And how could you be, right? It's like, why are you so attractive? I don't get it, right? Darling, this feels so right in its reverse. This person, they convince themselves that it doesn't feel right, but to its point, there is icky feelings coming up from stuff that they have to heal, right? This is reversed as well. I'm confused and it's reversed. This person isn't confused about a lot. They're just confused about why they react the way they do. They are working on that. I am seeing them healing to some degree. With that, I'm confused. They also may think that you are, right? You're the one who's confused about things. I don't think that you are, but again, when you're in distorted energies, you kind of you see the world through a distorted light. It just is, right? Make me believe. This is reversed here. This person, they don't want to believe that you actually have love for them. They don't want to believe that you mean what you say, right? They don't want to let, I know what it is. They don't want to let their guard down, right? That's interesting. The end is near. I do feel, this person may be thinking about making a move towards you. I don't see that. Can I get a clarifier on that? All of you. I don't see them making a move towards you, but I feel like they think about doing that, right? It's definitely something that they've thought about. Let's get a little bit more and make sure. So, Ricky, tell me, what else does this person want to say about Pisces? What else does this person want to say about Pisces? What else does this person want to say? I mean, say to Pisces. That's what I meant. Cut your losses. This person is trying to run. Yeah, they're trying to run. It's just you're too hot. I think that this person has, the abundance that you offer, the love that you offer is really seductive to them as well. But the way that their mind processes it is that they're just attracted to you. Does that make sense? But I know that they know that you're offering that too, but it's like the way that their mind processes things is that you're just really hot. This is someone where they're very jealous, person, right? This is the kind of person that doesn't want to share you, but they don't feel like they're worthy of you as well, right? This is someone where it's like I think they always need their ego stroked right now. We have you make me so happy and it's reversed. This person is trying to make themselves happy. They're not in a good place. I think they're still transmitting a lot of pain, and we have again, they don't want to believe. They don't want to put their guard or let their guard down, but again, they do miss you and you're always on this person's mind. I do feel that, but I think that this person's in their mind too often to really know and understand that there is love here. They just see it when it's just logic, right? They see it as attraction. But when they are dipping into their emotional body, they understand that it's also love. But it's for the most part, this person just sees you as like so attractive, so hot, and they love it. It's amazing to them. But they have a hard time processing beyond that, is what I mean. So let's keep going. So Ricky, tell me what guidance do you have for Pisces? What guidance do you have for Pisces? Let's see. What guidance do you have for Pisces? We have surrender to prayer, surrender your addictions, surrender to what is, and frustration. Ooh, that's a good one for you. And then we have resentment. Remember this always. Forgiveness equals your freedom. But a lot of you don't want to be free, right? So that's why you keep holding on to pain. And the message here is to look at that, right? So see with that blue, that truth, right? What are you holding on to that you need to let go of so that you can free yourself? And this also has to do with your own desire to control people, right? Or even conditional-based love. Unconditional love is a love that doesn't cause you any pain whatsoever. Conditional-based love always causes you pain. That's the point of it, right? And the message here is to look at how your conditional-based love is actually hurting you. And also recognize that you have conditional-based love and that you are actually falling short of your unconditional love, which is possible. Actually, it's easy, by the way, as well, but you have to be more honest about the fact that you're not embodying unconditional love. I also feel as well is you're having trouble surrendering to what is. It's about accepting that this person's struggling, right? It's not your problem. Don't make their problems your problems. Make sure that you are focusing on yourself and looking at your own addictions and looking at the things that you need to heal about yourself. You know, it's all of us can go ahead and just focus on everybody else's issues. This happens a lot, right? You see it on social media where someone makes a comment that's offensive and everyone's coming down hard on them. It's like, what are you coming down hard on yourself, right? Are you recognizing that you are falling short as well? No one wants to do that, right? Everyone wants to take other people down. The message here is to stop focusing on other people and start focusing on yourself and where you can improve and make those improvements. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye, Aquarius. I mean, Pisces. I was like, why did I finish it with Aquarius? I don't know, but my mind hit that. If you have Aquarius placements, I do recommend you watch Aquarius. But it just is, okay? So there you go. Bye, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Pisces, 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 Pisces. Bye.